from a bayou or Appalachia or something. Look you doing, asshole.
Oh man, it's funny because like you can supposedly adjust the volume on each character.
I can't breathe.
Oh, you know what you're gonna miss out on though? When I go back to work tomorrow, I'm gonna play nothing but country music. I'm gonna sing along.
Ew.
And consider I'm usually in there listening to like Tupac and stuff, it's gonna make some people lose their damn mind.
That old country road.
No, I'm gonna listen to some old country. I'm gonna listen to like some Johnny Cash or some George Strait.
Ring of fire, the ring of fire.
Actually, I don't like that one. That one sucks to me. I was thinking more like a boy named Sue.
A boy named Sue. How do you do? My name is Sue. Prepare to die.
How do I adjust volume?
Yup, that's the one. Yup.
How can I adjust the volume for you?
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna put my headset on here before long. I apologize.
Because y'all two are bringing some extra.
I'm just torn between whether I'm gonna grab or heat up some goddamn soup.
Yeah, we're recording.
I'm gonna get fat as fuck. After eating two months of nothing but soup, I'm gonna go on a binge. Alright, hold on, I'm getting the headset right now. Everybody talking about, you should make a Facebook Live video. Why? I don't want this shit immortalized forever. Motherfuckers make laugh at me 20 years ago. Remember when you got... I don't remember.
Oh my god, I needed this so much. I've had such a bad couple of days.
Well, I'm glad that my pain is making you better, motherfucker. She ain't funny. Just because I sound like I should be in a meth head video.
Are you like on anything? Did they give you like codeine or any good shit?
I tried to explain this to my dad. It's like, well, you look like you should be on East 3rd Street. And I guess you're not from around here, so you don't know what that means. It means apparently I'm either a white trash, nothing against white trash folks, but that's what East 3rd is. White trash and meth heads. He said I would fit right in. Motherfucker, you're supposed to be my kin. I can't even get my vernacular correct. I don't use the word kin. That's not a word I use. Where the hell did that come from? You get a voice like this, strange words, and start popping out your mouth. 2 weeks and I'll be like ye doggy. Ugh. So how y'all doing today?
I'm doing pretty wonderful. How are you?
Oh, well, I've been better. Okay, this is going to get tired, but I'll say it again anyways. Fuck you, Dylan.
Yeah, I would like some sucking very much.
That ain't what I said, you asshole. You know that ain't what I said.
Alright, to everybody.
I feel bad for all the people out in Twitch.
Nathan had an encounter with the dentist.
That's putting it politely.
And Dylan's finding it highly amusing.
I cannot breathe.
That's all I need. Dylan to fucking die. And then that police come looking for me talking about I'm accessory to a murder. I ain't do shit.
Murder by accident.
I'm telling you now, if we end up in a spot where I can use this accent, though, I'm gonna go buck wild.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to.
That's right, man. You're there pissing on yourself. I'm gonna laugh, just like you are. But I gotta go. Why? I gotta change the drawers?
So what's up, Jeremy? Restarted his whole computer or something? Is that what he's doing?
No, it's because Northern Maine all lost power last night.
Right.
So this small little cable company that provides internet seems to be having trouble with packet loss and stuff.
What the packet loss? What is that? I don't even know.
It's a nice way of saying this motherfucker's lagging.
Yeah,
not exactly. Basically, when things are sent over the internet, they're sent in small little packets like little packages, and so you don't get everything in one shot. It like bundles things together, and so when you have packet loss, well, the place that is sending information from and the place that is receiving information, they also communicate like, I got this but I didn't get that, and so if you have a lot of packet loss, like 33% is quite a lot of packet loss. What happens is essentially you lag, but it's because it's constantly trying to send all the information to the end user that it's losing on the way.
I like the way he explained, and in his explanation, he went ahead and gave me a credit. He's like, "Well, yeah, it's basically lag." Yeah, that's what I said, motherfucker. God damn it! You explained it, but I gave the practical. I can't talk. I'm not talking no more. Fuck this shit. I'm getting annoyed with my own damn voice.
So, Jeremy said to start without him.
Okay.
That's too bad because it's gonna sound. It would be. I thought it'd be really funny to hear somebody sound like they could be a Ku Klux Klan member protecting the blue guy from all the racist folks in the town.
But see, where did we? Last time, you guys finished up your interrogation, sent the High Chronicler off with some bodies, some people, some notes, and whatnot, and made your way to the place where the vampire said he was spending the last couple of days in hiding. Upon arriving, you found 3 dead animals that were killed again. Did some exploring. There was a little group in there, and you guys, explored, hid, and you absolutely destroyed them. They were just not prepared for what was coming at them. And some talking, you found out that they came from a small village, about a half day's travel away, and they're just kind of sick of life there, just being foresters and whatnot, and they decided to lead a life of crime to try to make some quick money. And yes, after almost completely murdering one right before their eyes, you guys, talked them down and convinced them to go back with you to their little town of Luking and start a good life, not one of thievery and whatnot. And I believe we ended right as you guys were on the outskirts of town.
Yeah, we were traveling towards Luking, and we figured out that we could get there like just as night was falling or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you didn't have a town prepared, so you were like, it actually kind of worked out great.
Everything works out great.
Except for when the players completely derail your campaign and they're like, "Oh, where are you from? Oh, you guys do logging? Oh, yeah, we want to go to your town and educate them."
I can't derail a campaign if I don't even know where my campaign's going.
Hey, look, there's a bunch of chickens, so you can set that one free with his friends.
I just might.
And
Is he insane? He can't hear anybody. What happened? No. Oh my god.
How? How did that happen? What did you touch?
Oh, I hear somebody.
Okay.
That's Tyler.
He's back.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, he's back.
Hello?
Hey, yeah.
So, you guys walk into town, probably around 6 or 7 o'clock, something like that. Like they said, it's not a very big town. Doesn't even look from your immediate first glance here that there is like even an inn, really?
I don't know. This here town look like where I grew up.
Apparently, there's a nice little well on the southeastern side of the town, and
Southeast.
it's called patreon.com/ormapzo. It's a very nice well.
Yeah.
You should check it out.
Or it's Compass Road with tentacles. Who knows?
I don't know. Well, I see you be right back there in the snapback middle of the town.
Oh my god, I can't.
Yeah, so there's
So if I remember correctly, we chain ganged the
yes,
prisoner,
they are.
and yeah.
So they're kind of with you in their walk of shame with their chain gang.
I'm gonna avoid making the whipping sounds and saying, "Y'all, you move on there, boy."
Shame, shame, shame. um, do we see any people like going about their end of their day business at all? Is there like anybody in the town square?
Yeah,
Because I don't see any people on the map.
Oh, do you want
Yeah,
to
I'm
put people on the
saying,
map?
I don't see no
You have
people.
to.
Let me
But you
put
didn't
people
say
on the map.
anything. So I'm asking.
Hey, look,
if there's
I
people.
was trying.
You can put a blue guy. Look who made it. Yay.
Let me
What up
just
there, always
throw some
wants to say
commoners
something.
around here.
Oh, be damned, man. The town and got freckles. Oh, those people.
Oh,
Ooh, I'm
Patty
gonna
lives
get
in
my.
this town too, and she has two sisters.
Patty's multiple.
Woo! Patty got some sisters. We gonna have some fun tonight.
Yeah, so there it is. Like I said, it's not, or what I was trying to say, it is not densely populated at all.
That means
I
no
mean,
witnesses.
maybe like 50 to 100 people, like, that's pushing it. 100 people's pushing it, so 50 at most.
All right, so we
Yeah.
like stroll up into town at dusk. What do people walk up to us? Do they look at us? Do they say anything to us? Well, I mean, we've got this chain gang of people that they know or should know. If it's a small town, everybody knows each other, right?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to concentrate with
I'm gonna go over to the chain gang.
Michigan's accent? What's that fucking you up a little bit?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go over to the chain gang and say, hey, which one of y'all got a sister? Actually, I'm a little older. I need an auntie. As long as she looks like Patty.
Yeah, I mean, people do kind of give you a look, but nobody approaches you yet. I mean, you're walking into town right now. You're not. I mean, I just put you on the map, but to know. But
I
you're not
ask-
in town yet.
I ask, the leader, who is in charge of the town?
Kind of looks sheepishly. He's like, my pops.
Your father.
Oh my god, really? I don't believe that. I want to insight check that. He's just trying to get off scot-free, I think.
Yeah, I don't believe him neither.
Yeah.
All right, inside him.
Can you help on an inside check?
Do it separately.
Okay.
I'm asking nature to assist me.
Nature. What the hell?
Yeah, I ain't asking nobody to assist me. I don't need them.
We have the same bonus. Don't be so full of
Okay.
yourself.
I don't believe he has very good stats.
They were like pirate captains and whatever. I mean, I know what you used because I recognize the pictures, but
Good old. Oh yeah, no, he's telling the truth.
all right.
Yeah, it'd be our luck that this boy's pappy be in charge of town.
if
Stop.
you're
Would you not lean into it? Could you at least try to not derail the session?
if your father's
That was perfectly in context.
Rizian would never say the word pappy. That's bullshit.
That was a complete accident. That has just been happening all day long. I'm telling you, having your voice sound like this makes other words creep into your vernacular.
Can you guys control your shit?
So tonight's session is just going to be a a recreation of the movie Deliverance.
Yeah. So Ivelios will be like, so what's your dad's name? Where do you live? Point your house out with your face, because I know his hands are tied behind his back.
He'll gesture at this house right over here.
I didn't see it. Which house is it? Okay,
Yeah,
I
we're
see
all
it
in that
now.
Middle
that
right.
part. Oh, all the way over there.
I'll start
Big
untying them. I'll start untying them.
No, Ivelios stops
Wait.
buying them. Yeah.
Listen to me. This is their home, okay? They're going to go deal with the father. I think it's best if we don't know the laws over here. I think it's best if we go with the son of with his own will to his father instead of bringing a son to a father bound. I know if it was my child, I don't know how I would respond to that. So, besides, he's not going to get away. So yeah, I'll start untying them.
All right.
I see this going south real quick.
Ivelios does not it allows it to happen. Let's say, but looks very not sure about that plan.
You guys effectively demoralize them pretty well.
Yeah,
So they,
demoralizing them and demoralizing his daddy is two different things.
well, as long as nobody. Okay, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, so when you're taking the shackles off, you can catch, kind of glances over, and whispers are starting to, float through town.
I want to insight like the people. Do they seem scared? Do they seem excited? Curious? Like, what's the general feeling I'm getting from these people? Let me open up my sheet. Bear with me. He's coming. I'm surprised I should have had this open earlier. $24.
You kind of get the feeling that these group of gentlemen, young lads, medium-sized lads, whatever you want to call them, have always been troublemakers, so it's not really, a surprise to the town that they came back in shackles. I mean, it is a little bit that they came back in shackles, but the fact that they got caught doing something wrong, not necessarily a surprise.
I asked Mizian, since he's from Nor or knows much about it, what the crime and what the punishment for stealing in Nor is, or thievery or raiding, whatever.
Cut the damn hands off. No, I don't know what the punishment is. I didn't never get caught, except for that one time. Oh, I didn't tell you about that, did I? So, what is the standard punishment for getting caught? Because I'm pretty sure my punishment was not standard.
Depends on the amounts stolen. If it was, any murder involved, or if it was just, a clean. I mean, there's a whole first a little they stole, and but being repeat offenders, they probably could go to either jail or like a work camp or something.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say is the penalties they gonna have to work their bones off for a minute there. They gonna go to jail or they gonna toil in the sun for a bit.
Toil.
I can't remember the last time I ever used that word toil. That's just crazy as fuck.
Could you? Can we go back to the you type? I'm just kidding. Yeah. So we walk up here. Well, I'll move Velios at least, and we start walking up with these dudes. We're keeping an eye on them very strictly, and Velios intends to go knock on the dad's door. What's your father's name? I ask him.
It's probably something weird.
It's Jonathan.
Oh, I ain't so weird.
Just because you said something is why it came out done.
Well, you're welcome. I know you're having problems keeping it together for some unknown reason. Alright, I'm gonna go knock on the door. Jonathan, come on out. As if he's there. First off, let's find out if he's there. Ask the boy if his dad is home.
Yeah, he should be.
Alright then. Come on out here, we need to have a talk.
Ivelius will knock on the door, not too bang on the door, but a stern knock, and just sort of is there maybe one of those metal knockers or a bell or something?
Yeah, there's a metal knocker on the door that you can use.
Yeah, I use the metal knocker. Knock, knock, knock. I'm pretty big, so.
This podunk town's got metal knockers? Okay.
Well, I mean, he seems to be in charge, so
Good point.
obviously the big house has metal knockers.
Oh yeah, the big house has always got the best shit.
And you just hear just a minute come from inside, and 30 seconds later, this man, probably late 60s, early 70s, but he looks, pretty healthy. He seems to be in shape, and looks like he could whip the boy with a switch if he really wanted to. And he just opens the door. He's probably, he's not super tall, maybe 5'10", but he's pretty rugged. He just kind of opens the door, is a little startled to see your group standing out there, and then his eyes slowly drift over to the boys over there, and he just lets out a deep sigh, and he's like, "How much do I owe you?"
Oh, it's not just you that owes us. Our little group here and your entire town need to have a little chat. But we found your boys here, and they were holed up in a cave, not about a half day's journey, and it was pretty obvious that they had been stealing, supplies from travelers, perhaps leaving them destitute. I'm not sure, but stuff that would probably get you in jail or some serious work camp activity if they were caught over by Noor.
And the father is not even making eye contact with you as you speak. He's just staring them down, and they all kind of shrink back and try to hide behind you guys to make themselves look small.
Oh, I'm moving over out the way. No, listen to your daddy. He's ready to tear your ass a new one.
And he, he's like, come on inside. Let's discuss terms and whatever else you want to discuss with us.
Boys, go inside. You first.
Yeah, they'll just kind of.
I'm gonna look at the father and be like, "Are all these kids yours?"
No. I'll send the rest.
Don't you think we should have the rest of the parents come here too? He said that you was in charge, so I figure you normally have meetings up in your house. So instead of sending them off and their parents don't know what's going on, we should have them come on over here.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, I'll go get them. And I guess just make yourself comfortable.
Alrighty then. And while he's gone, I'm gonna start rifling through drawers and shit.
Oh no! Don't do
I'm
that!
not
Not in front of
stealing
the
anything.
boys.
Oh, come on. You gonna believe him? We just brought him back home. He's used to this boy being a liar and a thief. He's not gonna believe nothing that boy says. Besides, I'm not taking nothing. I just want to see what type of person he is.
Yeah, this is like the only 2-story house in town. So as you walk in, there's like a sitting room to your left. There's stairs. There's a door on your right, and then there's like stairs in the hallway that you guys are facing, and there's like a kitchen, and it doesn't seem like anybody else is in the house. It's just you and the bandits.
Does it look like there's anyone else lives there besides the two of them?
Roll a perception check
Perception?
or investigation if you're going to get.
I'm just gonna look at the boy and says, "Where's your mama? Or where's your mother?"
I don't trust nothing come out of that boy's head. Or mouth. Whatever. I don't know why I rolled medicine.
The boy kind of is like, well, I told you we had hill giant problems. And that's all he says. And for the investigation, no. Looks like it's just a 2-man house right now.
Alrighty then.
Tell me again about the hill giants. I don't remember that. I'm sorry.
Well, we didn't say much. We just
Yeah.
said that we wanted to get away from town, and because we have a hill giant problem, they come and demand a payment, whether it be livestock or goods.
Yeah, you didn't
Sometimes they like to make an example
Let that-
of people.
Really? Do you know where they're coming from?
Yeah, somewhere in the forest. I mean, their camp's pretty well known.
Can you show me? I'll pull out a map.
Oh,
I'll pull out.
and you gonna pull out a map and show him?
Yeah, I'll pull out a map and be like, we're about here. Where are they? Okay.
I got this strange feeling that we about to go take out some giants for the people that just tried to rob everybody.
How do you
For
know?
a small fee.
Do you know how many there are?
No, I mean, I assume a whole clan, however many that is.
I mean, do you think maybe how many come here at a time? Like, what was the most you ever seen come here at once?
Like 3, 4, maybe. I mean, they don't need a lot to deal with us.
Right. No, I understand. I'm just trying to assess the numbers. And okay.
4 hill giants.
All right. Okay. So Tyler, do I know anything about hill giant culture or society?
Roll me a history check.
Okay. I think I speak giant too. Hold on. Do I speak giant?
I'm actually kind of curious if the druid knows anything about hill giants.
Yeah, I speak
But then
giant.
again,
Anybody can roll me a history check.
Okay, let's see. Ooh. Want to know what I'm not good at? 13.
we were on history.
And we really need all of us to weigh in on anything historical.
Anything that requires intelligence.
I speak giant too, and I technically am like a giant. I think Furbolgs
Yeah,
have
you
some
like
giant
giant
blood.
kin.
Yeah. So, Dylan, you can roll with advantage.
Oh, yeah, 16.
Oh, this is no help. So, Maddie and Avelios, kind of, talking amongst each other, you kind of get a gist of, obviously, hill giants are, in the standing of giants, they are, bottom tier. They're pretty dumb. They're, They really only care about stuffing their mouths, and they're just filthy beasts. They pretty much eat anything. They stink like a son of a bitch. Also, you know that that ghouls also like to lurk around hill giant encampments.
Ghouls? It's like
Ghouls.
undead ghouls?
Yeah, ghouls.
Okay.
We got to
which
think they're
usually-
giant and they're stupid. I'm sure most of the stuff falls out their mouth.
Usually the hill giants, it's kind of like the birds that clean out teeth from
Yeah. So it's like a mutually parasitic relationship.
yeah. So the giants usually don't mind if the ghouls come take scraps, but if they get greedy, the giants will get involved, usually by killing. You also know, between your combined knowledge, that they also like to play a game that they like to call stuff, which is to see how much stuff they can fit into their mouths at once without swallowing. And usually the stuff they try to fit in their mouth is halfling, gnomes, goblins, stuff like that.
Oh shit.
Well, that's good. We don't have no halflings or gnomes around here.
So I mean, all right. So the general disposition is they're
gluttons.
troublesome and evil.
They're stupid. They're stupid gluttons.
Okay. Okay, so do you think that maybe if we helped take care of your hill giant problem, it would help your rehabilitation?
Are you talking to the kid?
Yeah.
I don't think the dad is back yet.
Yeah, kids are there, right?
Kids are there.
Yeah.
How old is this kid by chance?
He looks.
He had a decent beard in the picture.
Well, the picture is.
I know.
Is a picture. I mean, they're not. We're using kids.
Well, like a
lightly.
teenager?
No. They're
Like 20s?
They're adults. Yes.
Oh,
So they're
all
not
right,
like they're not like 40, but they're like mid-20s.
Gotcha.
Maybe some are pushing like 30, and they just never escape that high school phase of their life.
Okay, so they're eating avocado toast. I got you.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna help, yeah, but I mean, I still want to leave this stupid place.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'm the same way. I mean, I've done a lot of traveling. I like traveling. Get to see different people, different places. Get to experience different food and wines. But if this is your home, and you don't shit where you sleep. It just find a different way to take care of whatever it is you're trying to take care of, and for you to leave knowing your father's here, that's a little cowardly. I mean, this little village, if the hill giants would come back, could probably use your help in defending it.
We're not that strong. We can, strong enough to deal with wildlife and random people on the road, but hill giants? No, I mean that's crazy. And if we ever hurt one, they would come back and with probably anger and force.
How tall is this boy?
He's probably pushing 6 feet.
Oh, so he might be a little taller than I am. I'm 5'9". So I guess I'm not gonna grab him by his shoulders, but I'll start poking him in his chest, like, Boy, you got a roof over your head and food in your belly. You're not sleeping out in the cold. You're not trying to fight and decide where your next meal gonna come from. You better take care of this shit while you can.
Here's a good point.
Now,
Go ahead.
He's just kind of shuffling his feet, kind of just like uncomfortable way. He doesn't, but he just waiting for his dad to get back by now, which conveniently, was
Why?
probably
Why?
been.
Yes, this is as they're coming. And go to Avilio says, like, was this whole town meeting necessary?
well, it's
Well,
only
it
a few
wasn't a whole
boys.
time. He was just getting the parents of some of the other
These,
boys.
these
Kids.
no longer
Young
juvenile
adults.
delinquents.
Boy. Yeah, so the father comes back with there's another older man, probably younger 60s. There's also a lady, just mid 50s, and yeah, that's about it. And as soon as they walk in, there's three others. So the other three kind of just like, get really small. The other father there kind of looks at one boy and gives him the long finger and just gives like a, slow finger motion back, and the pointing towards him, and the kid shuffles up, and all y'all's perceptions are pretty good, so you can kind of hear him whisper in the boy's ears, like, "Oh boy, you're going to get a whipping when you get home."
Whipping. That's all these boys are gonna get is a whipping. How's that
Uh,
gonna help them?
and then
Hold on, Mizian. Avialis will say, everybody please sit. Is there enough seats? Everybody please sit down.
Yeah,
We need to have a
I'm
little chat.
standing. I'm
Yeah,
standing against the door jamb of the exit.
I mean,
of
I
the,
imagine that the house isn't probably made for football, so I'm probably have to sit.
yeah, you're little grads, like 8-foot ceilings, but
Yeah, that just barely. I've just
Yeah.
barely fit. Chandelier probably hit me in the head.
Yeah, so the Father Jonathan there leads you all into the dining room. The other spots don't seem to be used quite a lot, but you all sit around the table. He sits at the head. I don't know if you all are sitting on one side.
I mean, if nobody stops me or tries to take the spot, if he sits at one head of the table, Avialis will try to sit at the other head of the table.
No.
now, is this in this front room, or did he take us into the dining room? I missed that part.
Dining room. You guys are in the dining room.
Okay, well, I'm going to stand against the wall by the arch, or whatever. It might not be an arch, whatever the entranceway is from the dining room to the room we just came from, but on the dining room side, so I can see everything.
So the rest kind of take their spots. The mother of the other two is kind of giving them the disappointed mother look. And you guys take your seats.
Yeah, Ivelios will start right away.
Oh, okay.
Ladies, gentlemen, it's very nice to meet you all. My name is Ivelios. I'm a druid. That means I work with nature magic, and I have a very deep love and respect for nature and life in general. And these are my associates, Mateo, Olvas, and Mizian. We're adventurers. I wish we were meeting under other circumstances. It seems like you have a nice little town here.
Yeah, we get by.
Unfortunately, we found your boys about half a day's journey north of here, holed up in a cave. that we were exploring for other reasons, and from what we could tell, they have been raiding and robbing people, poor travelers, and crimes for which they most certainly would face jail time and probably work camps, extended work camp labor, if they were caught in or around the city of Noor. So that's quite troubling to us. And in fact, I hate to say this, but they really were out of their depth. Adventurers like us. I'll look at the boy who we nearly killed, probably should have killed, and I'll say,
so
that boy right there.
Bandage around his neck.
Yeah, that boy right there. I don't think I got his name. He took a single arrow from one of us, and he nearly died.
I'm raising
I had to use my nature magic to bring him back to life.
I raised an eyebrow.
And yes, you raise your hand.
No, I'm just raising my hand.
Oh.
When he said he took an
just raise
arrow,
your
I'm raising my hand like, yep, that was me.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think the boys looked up from their feet ever since you guys came in the whoop and put a beating on them. So they're all just kind of heads hung low, and the parents go, well, or the father, Jonathan, was like, well, I guess we have to thank you for, hopefully showing them the error of their ways.
Well, it's interesting, We've had a half day's journey and some time to talk with your children. And we've learned a little bit about your town, Blue King. And some things that maybe not so much to my friends here, but me as a person of nature, that I find quite disturbing. Your son, and I'll look at Jonathan. Your son told me that you guys mostly are in the logging industry, and obviously, I'm not the greatest fan, but it can be done respectfully to the forest, like healthily, and but the practices that your son described you in this town using are not that, and that disturbs me greatly. What you guys will just end up doing is using up all of your resources, and then this town will die. I mean, the practices that I'm going to suggest to you are beneficial both to the forest and to yourselves long term.
Jeremy, can you hear everybody? Can you talk?
Yeah, I hear everybody.
Hear me?
Yeah.
Come on, Jeremy. Hear us? I'm telling you, if you can hear us, you're gonna laugh your ass off. Apparently,
I don't think he can hear Mizian.
No.
Yep.
well, that might be a good thing.
Mateo, Eric hasn't said a word.
Hello.
Okay, so it's
So it's just Mizian as usual. Mizian, you might have to reconnect.
Me, it's just me. I'm right here. You can't hear me?
We
Jeremy
all
can't.
hear you, but Jeremy.
Oh, he's saying Jeremy can't hear me. Okay, I got it. I was a little slow on that one. So do I need to reconnect?
Try it.
I don't. Yeah, maybe you try.
Okay, let me try first. Here I go.
Check out that Facebook message that just came through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Jeremy,
we're all
say
good now?
something.
Wait. I can't
I
hear
can hear
Mizian now.
Jeremy talk.
I can hear Nathan Toe.
Oh, there he
I
is.
cannot.
All right.
Okay, Dylan, you push the button.
Eric,
Hello.
can you hear Nathan?
He's muted right now.
You talking about me?
Can you hear me, Nathan?
What?
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you.
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck.
What about
Hey,
Dylan? Can
let
you
me reconnect.
can you hear me?
I'll be right back.
Oh, I don't hear Dylan.
No, she's gonna. Don't you touch anything.
Not touching anything.
Don't you touch a thing.
Yeah, say it right. Don't you
Tyler.
touch the thing.
Yeah.
Put a little
I
twang
can't
in
hear
it.
anybody.
No,
I can't hear anybody
that
else.
way it's bumpy. She can understand you.
Nobody else is talking yet.
Hello.
I hear Olvos and Eric.
Yeah, everybody hears everybody now.
Okay,
No,
so
I don't hear
Did
Nathan.
Dylan say something?
Oh,
Yeah, Dylan's.
Yeah, I don't hear Dylan.
I'll reconnect.
pre-halftime shenanigans.
You,
Nathan,
I can say something again. I thought I heard him.
I heard him.
Okay, yep.
Yep, there he is.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, that's definitely okay. Jeremy, quick catch up here. You guys arrived at Luking. You guys found found the bandit captain's father, Jonathan. He went out to find the other boys' parents during that time. No, Maddie and Ivelios got a little bit more information about what's going on in this town. There's some hill giant problems, and one of the hill giants killed the bandit captain's mother. So that's led to maybe a little bit of his desire to flash out or move on, stuff like that. So right now, you guys are just sitting around the dining room table talking. Ivelios is talking about his, make sure you plant trees when you do foresting stuff, or you're going to lose your forest.
Uh-huh.
That's all. You haven't missed much.
Yeah. So how do they take my speech so far? Do they have any response to what I'm saying?
They're looking at you intently. I mean, are you done? Like, are you?
No, I have more to say, but I'm
Okay,
just
okay.
giving them an opportunity to, like, I don't want to just be, the guy that just gives them one long monologue.
Well, just give one long monologue. They'll interrupt you if needed.
All right. So yeah, I guess I'll continue, and I'll it's very important that you take care of your forest, that provides you your nourishment. It provides you it's a windbreak. The forest is life. You treat nature properly, and it'll treat you properly back. And I think that's all I need to say about that for now. But that comes to my next point, actually. Your boy here, Jonathan, seems to indicate that you guys have somewhat of a hill giant problem in this town. That, part of the reason why I guess he's acting up, or that these boys all left town, was that you guys are having some trouble making ends meet with the hill giants on your back.
Yeah, that's. I guess he can speak the truth when he wants to. Yes, we do have a slight issue. They come, about once a month and take a lot. I mean, it's mostly livestock because they're just these big, fat, stinking beasts. And then all of our gold we make from the login side goes to repurchasing livestock so we can continue to eat and make sure that we have enough to give them when they come back.
Fair. I I understand. But still, you could be doing things properly, thinking long term.
Yeah, we used to, replant as we harvested, but we need to, save our pennies as much as we can to, make sure we have enough to give to the giants.
Well then, how about, and I'll sort of look to Mateo and Olvas and Mizian to see if they, if they're feeling what I'm saying. I think I think your boys, believe it or not, ran into the right four people, just the people that you need in this town, because we're quite powerful adventurers.
Indeed.
Well, what do you think? What do you think about you making a promise, you and your entire town making a promise to me, specifically, and perhaps the group as a whole, that you're going to log properly and take care of your forest and rededicate yourselves to nature, and in return for that, and perhaps a small fee, we will take care of your hill giant problem. And I sort of look at everybody else to see if they're like, no, pull out, or if they agree.
I'm listening.
Almost nods his head.
I'm just leaning against the wall, nodding my head, like, all right, cool. Y'all gonna get us a nice logging camp that's logging right and a new patio.
I kind of like that's certainly agreeable.
Also, we will show your boys mercy here, and we'll leave them to take their punishments from you, their families, instead of us, strangers, as well.
Oh yes, I mean, we appreciate that you brought him back alive. Hopefully, the scare of death, kind of sets him on the right path. But if you want to, I mean, you're more than welcome to try to go oust these giants. And if you come back alive, we can, easily try to get some sort of reward together throughout the city, and then go back to our old ways.
How much of this land do you actually own? Like, how did you come to be in charge? Like, did you purchase the land? Were you given the land from somebody else? Did you clear the land? How did this become yours?
It was my great grandfather's great grandfather's
Okay, so
he
it's
got
been
a
yours
little
for a while then.
plot out here. Yes, yeah. He served in the war, and then as a reward, he got a little plot of land, and then from that land, he expanded. We own quite a bit now. I mean, a few hundred acres.
Oh, that's excellent. I want to put this on the table if it's okay, and I'm going to look at the rest of the group also. And Jonathan and all the elders, I guess. Would you consider maybe affording us a piece of this land? Maybe a couple acres each, or something like that, as payment for helping, get rid of this problem. In addition, it would give us a little bit of. We'd be more vested to help maintain protecting this area if it was ours also. Just a few acres. I mean, what I'd like to do is maybe have enough land eventually to have like a bee farm. That way I can make meat and stuff like that.
Oh, that can be arranged. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, just something to
land
think
out here
about,
is dirt cheap. I mean, nobody wants to come live out here next to giants, so I mean, getting you land should be no problem.
Okay.
I got a question.
Yes.
You said your great grandfather and such started this, and he got this parcel of land, and your family's basically been in charge ever since, right?
Yeah, it's a community.
Okay, so is this here boy right here supposed to be taking over after you?
You're supposed to.
This boy that's been robbing and stealing and setting on folks and was talking about running away?
Is supposed to.
All right.
Okay.
Well, people make mistakes. Hopefully, with the right incentive and the right guidance, everybody here will benefit greatly, and this place of looking will start looking up.
Yeah, I see what you did there. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you. All right. So, I mean, I guess we can probably head out in the morning. It's getting dark. Is there any place we can maybe rest for the night?
You could stay here. We have plenty of room now. That was just, me and my son.
Where is your significant other, if you don't mind me asking?
She was feisty, feisty one. She got sick and tired of being pushed around, so she
Being pushed around by who?
the giants.
Oh,
So one
I
day
see.
she got a little mouthy, and yeah, I had 2 other boys go the same way. They thought they could be older. Obviously, this is my youngest here. They thought they could go out and save the town, and all we got back was not much.
Oh, that sounds absolutely horrible.
So I have a few open rooms upstairs that you guys can, not have, but stay in.
Yes, that would be excellent. I appreciate that.
I heard some clucking outside.
Yes, I have
Do you
chickens
keep
out back.
chickens
We do.
for the eggs, or do you eat them?
Both. When they stop producing, we get them to produce in other ways.
Yeah, I've always changed his mind about giving away his chicken.
Oh my god.
Do you have some feed? I have a chicken myself that I'm nursing back to health. Do you have some feed that I can give my chicken?
Oh, yes. I can get that. I was just preparing to cook. I don't know if any of you are handy in the kitchen, but that could be, now that I have some extra mouths to feed, could be a help.
Olvas is excellent with fish.
Yes, I am. The best cook.
I don't want to sound. I haven't had fish in forever. Ever since usually once a month when we have to go, to some of the bigger towns to. So it's been a little bit since I had fish. Do you have any on you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah, there'll be no fish tonight. But Olvis is still an excellent chef. And Emilio's here. He's one of those vegetarians. So just make sure that whatever is being prepared, it is like the rabbit food.
So
Yeah, he eats grass.
he kind of looks.
I do not eat grass, but I will take a salad or mushrooms or any other nuts, anything but meat, please.
Yeah, he's obviously
No
kind
eggs
of
either.
confused about your diet, but he's not one to judge. So he'll just kind of.
He eats the same
Nod
stuff
and-
like a donkey.
Jesus.
If you don't be quiet, I'm gonna kick you like a donkey.
Oh, I don't think your kicks are going to be as effective as mine.
I don't know. He might turn into a donkey and then kick you.
That would be interesting. I have my own horse
Or-
dance.
That would explain why he's eating all this grass, though.
No, eating like
I
donkey.
do not eat
Aren't
grass.
donkey the vegetarian?
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Obviously, you can see that we're quite the group.
Relationship going on here.
This is
We're a good lot, though.
we are. This is quite the motley crew.
So, in addition to that, something that I can do just for you guys, I have a spell. I don't know if you're familiar with druids, but I just need to check my list to see if I have it prepared today, or I do actually.
That
I
takes
have a
8
spell.
hours to cast that, doesn't it?
Yes,
Can't you use Druidcraft to like sprout seeds and shit, like germinate seeds?
I can do that, but there's an even better spell.
Oh, plant growth.
Growth.
Yeah.
That's when you do the 8-hour cast.
So yeah,
How you
I guess
fail
I'll have
it?
to do that tomorrow, or I could not sleep tonight. What am I supposed to how he showed us on the map how long is it going to take us to get to from here
About
tomorrow?
a day through the woods.
So like I'll have a chance to sleep. Is what you're telling me?
We're gonna
Before
sleep
we
tonight.
hopefully.
Yeah, you should.
No, I'm gonna cast throughout the entire night. Is my plan.
It's like 18 miles, so I mean, you guys can sleep before you engage.
Yeah, that's my plan. We cool with that?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Cool.
tell.
You can make some more grass for you to eat.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking punch Mizian in the face.
You are so violent today. What's going on? Does anybody have any almond milk for this guy?
um, Mizian, you better be careful. You remember how I can turn you into like a little mouse? How'd you like being a mouse,
I
Mizian?
get a save.
Yeah, and I have lots of spell slots. You'll fail eventually.
It's okay. If you turn you into a mouse, you just bite your hand and turn right back.
You turn me in the mouth, I'm going dead after that chicken.
Anyway, I'm gonna wait for dinner, and then after dinner, while everyone's sleeping, I'm gonna cast plant growth over 8 hours. And I explained to Jonathan that that I can essentially, what is it? It like doubles the harvest, right? It
All
doubles
plants in a
the
half-mile radius will
And
become
it
enriched for
becomes
1
enriched
year.
for a year.
Yields twice as much. And that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to completely revitalize all of the gardens and everything in the town.
Oh wait, are you gonna be
forest,
exhausted in
too.
the morning? Like, is there a chance
Well,
you'll be
you know-
exhausted?
Yes, which is why I'm saying we should sleep before we take on the giants at the end of the next day.
Okay, so
Well,
we're gonna rest
I only
tonight.
have to meditate for 4 hours, so I'll go out
Yeah,
there
you're looking
with
at 2
you,
rests.
and
Looking at 2 rests.
I'll rest
Okay.
up, and then I'll help keep watch over you, make sure nothing happens to you while you're playing in the dirt.
Okay, so the sun will show you up to the spare rooms. You guys can get, put your stuff, and do whatever else you need to do. Then Jonathan will be waiting for Ulvis downstairs.
Go provide some help.
Elvis the sous chef.
Avelius is going to go do his thing. Mizian's going to go
Well,
watch
after
him
dinner,
for-
I'm gonna eat first, and then
Okay.
do my thing.
So, while you guys are waiting for supper, is there anything you'd like to do?
I want to look at his.
Hold up, little town.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What were you saying? I didn't hear you.
No,
It's my fault.
I said go ahead because I'm gonna do something real quick. So go ahead and do what you gotta do.
I was just saying this is a small little rinky-dink town. What is there to do? I mean, you might be able to find a peppermint patty look-alike, but
There is only one Patty.
I think Patty's got twins.
Yes, they're on her chest.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at this guy's alcohol collection if he has any. That's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah, he has like a sitting room, and there's it's not well stocked, but there's a few cheap looking bottles of like whiskey and scotch and stuff like that.
Where's my barrel of wine? Like, is that like still on the cart? Where's
It's
our
on
cart?
you.
Oh, we have it.
Well,
Okay,
you were
cool.
carrying it for a while.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I don't think you ever put it down.
Okay. Oh, like literally carrying it, like on my shoulder.
I thought that's what you were doing.
I mean, it's
I thought you had it strapped to you.
wasn't that shit like 400 pounds?
Or maybe you had it on a cart.
I thought it
barrel-
was.
a
I thought it
barrel-
was. I thought it was on the wagon, the carriage that we had, and then we got teleported. So
Yeah, our carriage is back. We paid in advance. Actually, the High Arcanist or whatever told us he would take care of it until we
Okay.
got back.
All right. Cool. So
So
then,
I don't think you actually have it.
yeah. So I don't have that. So I'm trying to think. All right. So I have whatever's left of the vodka. Oh no, I don't even have the vodka anymore. I gave that to Patty.
You gave that to
Um,
Patty, yeah?
let's see. All right. I have my gallon jug pitcher. My gourd. So I guess
Right.
that thing's probably running pretty low by now.
Yeah, you haven't done any replenishment on that.
Okay.
That's like your OG stuff.
Okay. Cool. So I guess I'm gonna try and start rationing that out. But if he has something available, even if it's cheap, I'm gonna ask him. Is this wine here? Is this for your guests? And I'm gonna start opening it.
Oh, sure. Help yourself.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, and
Well, that was a mistake.
I'm gonna pour myself a nice glass, and I'm just gonna sit down and relax, and sip this wine. It smells wonderful. The wine and whatever it is that you're cooking. And that's it. I'm just chilling.
Ovis, you want to give me a cooking tools roll? I whisper you back.
24.
Damn.
Nice.
So
Gourmet.
it takes about half an hour, 45 minutes or so to get all this stuff together, but eventually you guys are called to the table, and it is gourmet. There's a couple roast chickens, some potatoes, roasted carrots, stuff like that. There is a bowl of salad that Olvis has expertly made for Avelios. And it smells pretty good. And like it's almost making you guys salivate of how good it smells. And I mean, it's been a full day. So you guys eat, drink, shoot the shit, have some merriment. Let me. So if you guys want to do anything while you eat,
I feed my new scorpion and my centipedes, and of course my chicken.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna make idle chit chat with Jonathan, try and learn about his great grandfather and how why they chose this piece of land and what they've been doing. That's it. Just kind of learn the history of this town or village, whatever it is.
I'm gonna put Sly up on the table and try to train him a little bit more, feed him, whatnot.
yeah, roll me an animal handling. Animal handling.
Not so easy now, is it?
No, I rolled my lips underneath my teeth so I could try to. Sly is not happy with you today for some reason. I don't know if it's just the environment. Maybe your hands smell like dead flesh, and it's just not having it today. He's exactly. Anything else?
No, that's it. Just chilling, talking with Jonathan, then going to sleep, waking up, whatever.
Yep.
I guess those roosters are gonna wake us up.
Yeah. Avelios takes his 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out into the middle of the town, and I'm gonna put a little seed, like a seed of circles around me, a circle of seeds around me. I'm gonna draw out like a complicated glyph, like a nature glyph, and I'm going to take, start doing like a shamanistic ritual, calling to the spirit of the land, and like very Native American like, and maybe some, I don't know, slight musicalness to it, and over the next 8 hours, and then yeah, and then everybody wakes up probably like, what was that racket all night?
No, I can go out there with it, and I'm gonna sleep like on the ground for like 4 hours because I'm used to that. And then I'm gonna wake up and try to make sure nobody messes with him while he's doing his song and dance.
All right.
Is there somewhere to input exhaustion or indicate how many levels of exhaustion you have on the sheet? Am I missing it?
It should be.
Where is it? Where I
Should be.
I don't see it neither.
I mean, I guess I assume I at least get one level of exhaustion.
It's right underneath your death saves and the hit dice, above the attacks.
And
You might have to go into
sheet, though.
settings and turn it on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to probably do that.
Where
Right
is
in the middle
that?
of the
Let's
sheet.
see. Right there, it's on the. If you go into settings, it's the one on the right. At the bottom of the right thing, it says "Show Exhaustion Tracking." You just turn that to on.
Got it. Thank you. And then I think it cost me it cost me my spell points too, right? It's not like I'm casting it as a ritual. It's not a ritual spell. I still have to expend the spell slot, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm taking those points off as well.
It's only 1 point though.
What?
Well-
No, it's a level 3 spell. It's 5 points.
What? Oh, that's right. You got to go on by point percent. That's right. My bad. Go ahead.
All right. So you guys wake up in the morning through the cries of the rooster. It's probably a little bit earlier than you're used to waking up, but not too much. Ivelios comes in looking absolutely exhausted. And Jonathan kind of shuffles by and he's like, "We'll have eggs in a little bit if you guys are hungry."
Oh yes, please.
No eggs.
I'll take his eggs.
Oh, and he looks at it. Oh, this is like, "Can you make one of those green things in a bowl again?"
Yeah, that's sure I can. I'm sure.
Yeah, so it's just very, very simple breakfast. There's like a hash made with last night's leftovers with like the carrots and potatoes and stuff. And Ovis whips up a breakfast salad. It's not much, but it's just salad. There's scrambled eggs.
This is a forest, right? I did mention chicken. I think it was this group that I mentioned chicken of the woods.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. There's mushrooms. I mean, if
mushrooms
Ovis,
and stuff.
but there's not mushrooms in this. If you want to go get some mushrooms, you can certainly try.
Not really. I'm tired.
Right? Then Ovis cooks up whatever vegetables are in the house. So you have, carrots and shit like that, lettuce, radish. And you guys take your breakfast. It's like 6:30, and Jonathan yells up. He's like, "Hey, get your ass down here! No sleeping in today." And his son you kind of hear a crash upstairs as he falls out of bed and hurriedly throws on his pants and comes down looking disheveled. His father's like, you go see Jake out there in the woods and he'll put you to work. And he grabs him.
Alvelios is just gonna look at him and go, and don't even think about running off because I have nature at will. I'll like talk to the chicken. I can talk to all the animals. I know where I will find you. You better do what your pop says.
The roosters came into the house and it kind of like nods at the boy. He's like, yeah, kind of puffs up. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I mean, the
Don't mess
rooster
with
just
it.
walks into the house.
The back
How's the
door
rooster
open.
open the door? Oh, okay. Well, beat me to it.
And he's like, yes, thank you again. Kind of just hurries out and grabs a quick breakfast and kind of eats it on his way out as he heads out the door.
I'm gonna use my Pearl Power as an action to get some spell slots back.
All right.
That's it's 5 spell points, right? Because it's a 3rd level spell.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So he comes out, offers some very he offers coffee or tea. Both are rather shitty, but both are available. Jonathan,
How do you
right.
make shitty tea?
But not having good stuff to make it with.
The leaves are old.
Should have gave him the Ibelius breakfast.
It's the bottom of the barrel. All the dust and the twigs and.
Exactly.
I'll have some shitty tea.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
tea.
some tea too.
I'm gonna have some
Shitty
shitty
tea?
coffee.
All right. One order of black sludge.
Oh, fuck.
Did he call the tea black sludge? What's the
No.
coffee like? Oh, okay.
Coffee's black. Elvis.
I'll take the tea, please.
All right.
Make his blue.
So he comes back like 5 minutes later with a tray. There's 2 things of coffee, 3 things of tea. He brings some honey and it looks like some sort of creamer and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know what you guys like,
I'm using it all. He brings it out. I'm putting it in.
but
Can you bring some extra
I
water?
find this.
I want to water this down.
Oh yeah, sure, certainly.
Yes.
It's
Is honey and lemon offered with the tea?
yeah. He brings out the usual tea.
Nice. Where are they getting lemons from this far north?
I was
They're
going to
not
ask
very
the same
good.
question.
They are not very good lemons.
Yeah, I'm not using no lemon. I'm gonna use some honey and some little. I'm guessing the creamer is probably milk of some sort. I'm gonna use both of them.
Yeah, the lemons look like the fantasy version of freeze dried and then you thought.
Nice. I have it anyway.
And he kind of sits down and is like, so do you guys have a plan on how you're going to tackle these things?
Well, of course, we got a plan. And look at everybody like, what's the plan?
I look at Ovas. He's the smartest.
Well, what can you tell us about these here giants?
We don't know. Well, it was never a problem until back with my grandfather, not my great grandfather or my great great grandfather, just my grandfather. Jonathan III. He when the the empire, the kingdom, whatever you want to call it, uh, struck a deal with the rest of the giants to kind of sanction off territories. The usual. They tried to stick the hill giants the furthest away from harm. Kind of a couple days away from any sort of major civilization that. Because assuming that they're fat and kind of unambitious, they're just going to consume what's around them, and not venture too far off. But our little establishment here kind of drew their attention, and so we've been dealing with it for probably close to 100 years or so. This giant problem.
That seems like a very long time to endure something like this.
It's.
I'm glad
Well,
that the
like,
place
and
is
it
still
started.
standing.
It started as just raids on the outskirts. They're just come in and steal like a few pigs and whatnot, but and then they got hungrier and braver, and eventually we had to strike up a bargain of stop coming in and fucking us up, and we'll give you whatever you need to be satisfied. And that was, so we've been kind of doing that ever since to protect
And
our
then
own
they
hide.
want more and more and more, right? Because that's
Exactly.
generally how it goes.
Would
Yes.
you have an approximate value of everything that they have coerced from you or extorted from you?
I mean, that's I can't even count that high. I don't have enough
Talking about
toes.
3 generations worth of stuff they done ate and broke and killed.
I mean,
Not to mention the loss of life of his 2 sons and his wife.
it costs 3 gold pieces just for one pig. Chickens are a little bit. We switched to chickens because they're cheaper, but they obviously take more of them, so didn't kind of work out that way.
So are they coming into town, or y'all meeting them on the outskirts or something?
No, we can hear them when they approach, and we kind of have a set, just kind of like a feeling of when they will arrive. Like there's usually a month, sometimes sooner.
How
But
long has it been
if,
since you last seen them?
2 weeks or so.
2 weeks. Okay.
So they don't come like on a set time schedule. You just know about 30 days goes by, you hear the ground rumbling, and you know to take a bunch of livestock out into the field.
Have you ever? I've only heard of it through stories of sitting in taverns and hearing bards, but the play that they do up in the big cities called the Insect's Life. When the grasshoppers come and
A bug life, really?
Okay. All right. I mean, the story, it's a tale as old as time. So,
It really is.
all right. So,
so
I guess. Yeah, we'll be heading out.
I wish there's more we could offer you, but if you need any, like so we can get some form of payment. Obviously, land is easy. For equipment to fight them, I don't know. I don't know how many there are. Anybody that have tried to go out there usually comes back, and this is a risk, because usually when they are attacked, even by people that aren't affiliated with us at all. They usually come back and demand more. So,
Well, I mean, if they're coming to you every month, then there has to be other places that they are going to in between. You know, so don't worry, we'll take care of this. We'll figure it out.
We took some weapons off your boys, and now that we know the situation, at least for me, it doesn't feel right to hold on to them. They're probably yours, and you probably need them out here in the wilds. And so
yes,
I'm gonna take the, I don't know, like scimitar that I grabbed, and like two other, I think I like one other person grabbed a scimitar, and then I put the rest in my backpack or something like that.
yeah.
And I'm just gonna give them like
I
basically
took a dagger.
I'm keeping the daggers, but I
Yeah,
gave
I'm
them the
keeping.
scimitars back.
He's like, oh, yeah, thanks. This was, you know, some of them are left over from our, forefathers, from the kind of like family heirlooms. Others are just, we splurged to try to get some form of protection. But
Well, don't waste it on the boys. Make sure
well, those numbnuts are gonna just hopefully get, straightened out. They've been the problem. I mean, I can't be too hard on them. Growing up here is not an easy life, and if you don't, love what you do and don't enjoy the wilderness, but it's tough being, under constant.
Sure, but that doesn't mean like steal from everybody else and rob people. I mean, that means go find a job in the
Oh
city
no,
or
no,
move
no, no! I'm
south or
not.
something.
I'm not making excuses. Obviously, if I can provide a chance for my son to kind of get out and go explore and have him make his own decision if he wants to come back here or not.
Do you want him to come with us and deal with the giants?
No, I'd rather him live.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. That's fine.
But once, if you can get rid of the giants, like I said, a pig cost 3 gold pieces. That's we can start saving up some money, and obviously we have to throw a lot of it and kind of looks at Ivelios and just replant. Some of the stuff we've been clear cutting over the years.
Yes, well, I don't know if I explained this to you last night, but your fortune should be changing even if we don't come back. The land around the town will now produce twice the bounty that it used to.
Oh wow! I don't. You guys have done so much in such a little time for us that I don't even know how to repay such kindness.
Well, you can give us a piece of your land, but we'll discuss that when you get back, or when we get back.
Yep.
Right.
And we'll talk about your daughters later.
It kind of gives you a weird look, like daughters, like what?
Not your daughters. You only got sons. Anyways.
Yeah. So it's he kind of is like pulls out an old map. This marks the same spot I showed. He's like, yeah, it's southeast of here. Through the woods, probably wouldn't take you close to a day. And I don't know much. I don't know when's a good time to attack. I don't know what their defenses are. I've never ventured or
we're adventurers. We'll figure all this out.
We'll figure that out.
You see that blue gentleman over there? He's like incredibly smart. He's a genius. I mean,
the smartest one.
I didn't want to mention anything about his head, but it is rather large.
Just one quick question, real. The giants, when they come, is it during the daytime or the evening?
It's usually during the day.
During the day. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Can we take our break real quick?
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Yeah.
8 o'clock. All right. Cool. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. We shall return.
So many ninjas.
What's the...
I remember the first time I met Mateo. He spent half the time putting his head through a door.
Sure.
I do it again if there are more doors. That was good practice. I was able to kick down a magical barrier one time. Waiting on diddly diddling. There he goes.
No, I've been here.
All right.
We're not waiting on.
Everybody, you were the last one.
Oh,
We was
all
waiting
right.
on you.
All right, so let's go. What's going on? We lost 2 minutes
Yeah,
already.
let's go. No, we went to break at 8:01. We've only lost 1 minute.
All right.
No, that's up. What's next is up to you guys. I don't know if you want to just send it. Or if
Did
you
everyone
wanna-
except for Avelis get a long rest in then?
That is correct.
All right.
So how does the exhaustion work? Does he got to make a con save or is it automatic?
It's automatic if you don't take a rest.
Okay.
I forgot what level of exhaustion do.
I think it gives disadvantage on skill
Disadvantage
checks.
on checks.
Just on skill checks, that's it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
First couple levels aren't bad. It's when you start getting to 3, 4, 5,
Then you die.
6 is if you die.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what comes after 5. Said 3, 4, 5, and I said, then you die. I thought I was rhyming and everything. Guess I still not make much sense.
All right, so I mean, it's important that we get in another rest before we arrive. Is this correct?
For Ibelia's sake, yep. Can't let that big furball go in all haphazardly and everything. It'd probably take us a day or so to get there, anyways.
All right, cool.
Maddie, did you mark it on your map where he showed you on his map?
Yep.
All right. Anything we need before we head out? Wait. Do they have like some horses or a carriage, or we gotta go on foot?
Well, if we go on a horse or whatever, we're gonna get there faster.
Yeah. Well, we can take some time if we get there faster to kind of scout out, and see what we're up against, see what's going on, try to devise a plan before we go in.
That's
And we
true.
can,
That's
we
good
have a
idea.
habit of not planning shit out. We just let it happen and react.
That's true. All right, I tell you what. In the instance of possibly saving time, I might have a map that already has a shortcut. And at that point, I want to go shuffling through my map case and see if I could find a map that's buried in there that shows a shortcut. Let's see. You
Yeah.
can use an
What is it? The
It's
survival check, something like that?
Perception 15. Okay, let's see.
Oh, perception.
Let's see. On a success, you find a map with a prominent landmark. There's information. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Or it could be a new adventure. That's interesting. Or travel. Hold on, wait a second. With a success, revealing a map buried, the travel time is reduced in half. Okay, if you succeed at the check by 5 or more, the map includes notes on terrain, granting you advantage on the next ability check. Oh, I didn't know that. Alright, so perception, DC 15. Let's see what happens. Can I get some guidance?
I don't know.
I think we established before that I can't help or do anything for you.
Oh, okay. No
I mean, Tyler can rule in again, but I think Tyler said last time that this is like a magic item, so you have to do it on your own.
I can't help him by like pointing at the map, like look around this area.
No, I don't have it yet, which would make sense. But maybe after we're done on the way back, it might be in there.
All right.
Alright, so perception, DC 15. Let's see what happens. Can I get some guidance? No, it's not. I don't have it yet, which would make sense. But maybe after we're done on the way back, it might be in there.
Okay. Think we might ask one of them little miscreants if they know a shortcut?
I doubt they would travel towards danger.
That's true. There's some. Well, I was about to say something not nice. All right.
Yeah.
So you think maybe we could ask around, see if we can get like a horse, a couple horses, maybe just two horses in a wagon. We can just. I'm sure one of you guys can drive horses.
Well, we're not going through like road, number one, and number two, it actually states in the player's handbook that having animals, beasts of burden doesn't actually change your travel time. Just so you know, because they have to rest too.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah, you can go like an extra 3 miles with a horse because you can do like an hour of like sprinting, but that's about it.
well, hell, well now, Cabela's can probably only carry me. All right. Well, I guess we can go on foot.
All right, so let's go.
I mean, the place. Well,
Sounds good.
remember a couple things. Number one, the place isn't a full day's travel away. That's number one. And number two, when you travel for a day, you only travel 8 hours, which leaves you still 8 more hours before you have to take 8 hours with the rest. So
All I remember is it's 18 miles away. That's all I really remember.
It's almost a full day's worth of travel. Almost.
All right, so I mean, I guess the earlier we leave, the greater chance of finding the area we're going to rest before it gets dark, and then we take it from there.
Yeah. So basically, we're like gonna leave after breakfast, right?
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, fill up some,
Okay.
fill up your wine skins and grab some snacks or whatever, and let's go.
You are goddamn drunk.
So,
Every time we talk about something, all this wineskin. I was surprised you weren't talking about planting a vineyard, but mead is close enough,
mm-hmm.
and I mean that in the best sense.
Okay.
So is this Fort Giantsbane that we're heading towards?
No, we're going.
No, you're heading towards the unnamed gate. Right there.
Oh, okay, I see it down there now. Right down that way, gotcha. I was gonna say that's a lot longer than 18 miles.
and this is the point where we usually roll a survival check, but unfortunately, I'm not doing so well, so I might have to help somebody else, and they might have to roll a survival check.
We either
I
can
can-
have. Yeah, somebody can roll a survival check.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'll help them.
Last time we had a roll of survival check, didn't we end up with like 2 T-Rexes? No,
No, that's-
no.
No,
That's
that's
the
the last time
encounter
I
check.
rolled a random encounter.
No.
Yeah.
So survival with advantage.
And you're leading the way. Look at that. Yeah, it's not hard to pick up on the trail of giants, especially these fat things. They kind of leave, easily like a 20-foot path going through the woods. But somebody will have to roll me a d20.
Gummy. Oops.
Okay, well,
Yeah, go for it.
We're
Whoever
doing
gets it up
D20.
first.
All right.
ooh.
No, low's good. Yeah, so your first half day or travel or so goes by without an issue. And, it's by the time you stop, it's getting close to lunchtime. It's heavily wooded around here. Once you get back, walking kind of in this clearing on the map here, kind of shows what they've logged right here. But it's still, you get through that and you get back into heavy woods and still Giant's Trail. There's trees down. There's there's plenty of places to sit or hide or stuff like that. So, unless you guys are stopping, we can do the next. You don't need to pick up the trail again, obviously, but I can use another D20 for the next half day of travel.
Addie and I already rolled. I think it's up to Otis or Evelio.
You don't want me to roll because I roll T-Rexes.
All of us. There we go.
Oh, good. Yeah. So you guys don't. You guys start getting towards a place where it seems like paths are starting to converge from these big, long berths of fallen trees and stuff. So you kind of, and the stench, you guys can kind of just start smelling. You gather you're getting pretty close. You're not right up on top of camp yet. It's around, let's say like 3-ish in the afternoon.
And how far are we from this thing approximately?
I mean, that's up to Olvis. I don't know how far away he wants to stop, but I assume within a half mile.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's probably safe distance, half mile.
Don't one of y'all got some sort of spyglass or something?
I might. Let's see.
I
think-
can turn into an eagle.
No, if I remember correctly, last time I was talking about sneaking up to do some scouting, somebody decided they was going to pull out like a monocular and look instead of letting me go up and look. Which was fine. I mean, hey, whatever. We can see what we're walking into.
Oh, I think I do have one. Hold on. Let's see.
Huh.
Let's see. Guess I'm like going through my backpack. I got the map key. I do. Okay, yeah. The spyglass of clairvoyance. Excuse me. As an action, you can look through the spyglass of clairvoyance at a location within 1 mile of you that is obstructing your view, such as a mountain, castle, or forest. You must then succeed a DC 15 Wisdom check using cartographer tools to map the natural terrain within 3 miles of that point. You do not gain any knowledge of creatures, structures, or anything other than natural terrain.
Well, shoot.
Can you just use it as a regular spyglass as well?
Tyler, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Like a
believe
little
so.
telescope or something.
Yeah.
Well, the spyglass in the PHB has its own little paragraph. I can look it up. It's somewhere around page 150. 150.
Objects viewed through a spyglass are magnified to twice their size.
Yeah, page 153. Told you it was around 150. I have a problem. I have this book memorized.
All right, so are we just going with the double magnification, or am I sneaking in there and trying to take a look? I mean, they're giants. Double magnification might work, but it's up to you guys.
It's up to you. I mean, if you want, you want to go by yourself and do a little spying? Do you want me to go with you?
No, I always enjoy the company and everything, as long as you can keep quiet. I'm not worried about being seen. I can get in there and get out without being seen. It's not a problem. I can go invisible.
Oh, okay. I cannot do that. So, I mean, if you want, take the spyglass and just, go ahead and do your thing.
Well, how close to you only need to be a mile away to go ahead and chart it with the cart. I can't say that word. The cartographers, the goddamn no teeth. Somebody say the fucking word for me.
Cartographer.
Thank you. Because you still want to get that on your map anyway, don't you?
Well, I mean, we're going to get there eventually. But, I mean, if you want to maybe go like 500 feet away from the camp or something, and then, maybe start trying to spy from there. I mean, I don't know. You do whatever you want.
Well,
And,
I don't want you guys just sitting around here twiddling your thumbs waiting on me to get back. You guys going to be doing it in the meantime.
Well, I mean, we're probably going to just be relaxing. I mean, we can get a little closer. Maybe stay off the
Okay.
trail, though. Like,
What's the terrain look like outside between where we are and where their camp is?
It's forest with a bunch of felled trees knocked over from, the giants walking to and fro. It's
But I mean, are we like going? Is it going uphill or downhill?
no,
Just flat trajectory?
it's. I mean, it's nothing major for any, you know, incline or decline.
Hmm. Okay, so I could take off and start heading that direction as high as you can see I can get fine. You guys can wait like 30 minutes or so and then take off behind me and I'll come back and meet you guys probably like halfway there and let you know what I've seen.
Yeah,
That sound like a plan?
I'm thinking we should actually get a little closer, maybe like 1,000 feet away, and then that way you can go ahead and do your thing, and that way if something does happen and you need us, maybe you can shoot like a fire arrow into the sky, and we'll be looking for it. So if we see something, then we know where to go. You need help?
That's a good idea and all, but what makes you think I have a fire arrow? I know the fire arrow. You want me to stop if I get into trouble, set a fire and light an arrow on fire and then shoot it up in the air?
I've seen you
Okay,
do
yeah.
it. I've seen you do it inside the vampire cave.
Yeah, there was a torch on the ground. I lit it off the torch.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just
No,
trying
that's
to.
okay.
I'm trying to
No,
figure out a
no,
way
no.
to have you
In case
notify
I get
us.
into trouble. Yeah,
Yes.
I understand. I thank you for thinking about me. But if you want to keep 1,000 yards or 1,000 foot distance, that's okay. If you can still see me, that'll be interesting. I don't know how you're gonna make sure you stay 1,000 feet away, but I'm gonna head off in the direction of the camp, and I'm gonna try to sneak up there. And you let me know how close I can get safely before I need to actually start rolling stealth.
Well, roll stealth.
Alrighty.
Well, all right.
Just to be.
To the people at camp, real quick. How far do you want to stay away? Do you want to stay at half a mile, or do you want to get to like 1,000 feet?
Ooh, that was a bad roll. Is that what's D4? I think that's a weird looking thing. I can't tell. Is that what the 1D4 added?
No, it doesn't look like they put the D4 in.
Okay, that looks weird. So 15.
I think 1,000 feet's probably safe.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's do that then. We'll do 1,000 feet.
Damn. Okay. So the group moves up to within 1,000 feet. And Mizian goes sneaking off on his own.
First time ever.
I can make us more stealthy, or at least while you guys are close to me, not Mizian when he takes off. Do we want to use nature to cover our tracks and bring the shadows and the silence around us?
I mean, it saves you energy for now, I think. We should be able to.
Okay, I mean, I've got plenty of energy.
Well, I mean, it's up to you. If you want to do it, it's fine.
Wait, weren't we supposed to like take a rest so he could recoup?
Yeah, but you guys have like hours to kill before it's long rest time.
Okay, cool. Then I'll take my time getting the layout.
So you sneak up, probably within 200 feet or so. You can the forest starts to get thin. You can see a plume of smoke.
How big is this camp? Like, if it doesn't seem too large.
I'll
Okay.
drag you out onto. Right, if I drag him out separately, Dylan, I can make him see the map without switching all you guys over, right?
Yeah, you can, if you grab his name on the bottom left, if you open up your map section, scroll over to the map that you want to put him on, and then grab his name and then drag, just like you would drag and drop a token, but grab his name and drag and drop it onto the map you want to put him on. and then when you're done, you can drag and drop him. Then you drag and drop him onto the red bar that says all players when you want to integrate us all back together.
All right. Let's see if this. Where's here? Aha! It works.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
yeah, we roll 20 for
do,
something.
do you want to send Chief maybe with him? Can't you look through his eyes and stuff?
Chief's dead.
What'd you say?
Chief's dead.
You can't
Chief's
summon
dead.
him again?
It has been like a day, hasn't it?
They haven't bought the materials again.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
so because there's three big things in here casting really big shadows that I can't tell what they are. Am I not supposed to tell what they are? And here, I'll ping them real quick. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Like that big one or that big one right there.
They look like
And-
tents.
Okay, so those are like tents. Gotcha. And am I able to like circle around the entirety of this campment and make it back? Like I'm trying to zoom out so I can see what the actual size of this place is. There we go. All right, so I can measure this out a little bit. Okay, so it's roughly like 3. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whoa! Stop it! Damn it! And is that just dirt? That's not like muddy water, right? Like in this area right here.
It's just dirt. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I can see 1, 2. Can I tell what the blue ones are?
They look like
those.
some form of wolf.
Okay. All right. But they're like big wolves. They're like bigger than me, right? They're like large creatures.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Okay. This right there, is that like a person actually tied to a stake? Or does it just look like that?
It is now crazy.
Whoa. It looked like a person's tied to a stake first. All right. And so is this area like the area
That's
that we're
front gate.
facing?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think I'm good. I think you can head me on back. Now I'll relay what I can to folks.
Just give me another stealth check real quick as you.
Sure, no
leave.
problem. Let me pull that up real quick. Because if I fail to stealth, I'm gonna go invisible. But let's see. I gotta add a decor to that, right?
Shite.
Oh, might as well not
Still
add a
12.
decor.
No.
No, we don't play critical
Natural
fails.
ones.
Okay.
Yeah. You're all
There we
set.
go. 60
Hey, look at
actually
that.
did better than I did last time.
You did. Yeah, and they don't seem to pay any attention.
It's probably they didn't smell me or something. All right, guys. They got a little camp there. They got, at least from what I could see, about 6 giants, and they got some big dogs. They're like wolves of some sort. They got like the 3 of them. They got a campfire going with some big old thing cooking on it. The front door looks like it's kind of barred by these 2 big old logs that's hanging down and everything. And it's kind of, I'm not sure if we'd be able to climb over them or if we'd have to go past them. They probably walk over them, but they might be a hassle for us. But the whole camp is ringed in like wooden spikes, like you'd see in some of them like medieval camp. And I don't think we can get through that way unless we like set a fire or bust it down or something. If we get in through that way, we're gonna be stuck in there. We're gonna have to go out through the front. They got like 3 big old tents inside. I don't know if there's probably more giants inside them, but I couldn't see inside them. I'm not getting that close. I ain't crazy.
How many did you see?
I saw at least 6.
At least 6.
And
What about like tracks? Did you see any groups of tracks coming in and out of the area?
They're giants. They walk the same path all the time. I couldn't tell tracks. It looks like a whole bunch of trampled earth. Imagine a stampede. Imagine what the ground looks like after a stampede. It kind of looked like that.
Okay, that makes sense. The big dogs, were they like on chains?
No, they were just roaming around free and everything. They must like they pets or something.
Okay. What about ghouls? You see any
I didn't
ghouls?
see any ghouls or anything, but it is the middle of the day. I guess those wouldn't be out till night.
Okay. Whew. So
Is
at
there anything
least.
that you can think of that I have not expressed to you? I mean, I did see a
What
lot.
did you see
I
any?
made all.
What about like armaments around the perimeter? Any?
No, then nope, they're stupid. They ain't put up no defenses other than that fence, really, and
How,
blocking the front door.
and how tall was the fence?
Uh, could I tell how tall the fence was?
Probably pretty tall, at least, 10, 15 feet. I mean, it's a giant.
Yeah,
It's a
how
giant
tall is a
sized.
giant? About
Yeah.
what, 10 feet?
Hill giants, I
Yeah.
believe, are they're the smallest, but I think they're sub 20, I think, but not much.
So they're taller than the fence is.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, they need to see over them.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
And like the fence, was it like tightly, like a tight wall,
Oh
or is
yeah,
it you can't fit
oh
in
yeah.
between
We're
them?
not. Nah, we're not slipping through there. Mm-mm.
Was the top of it spiked?
Yep.
Okay.
There, well, when your query won't, when you can't get to your quarry, sometimes you have your quarry come to you.
Okay, but from where we are, we're at the back of the camp. That means no matter if we're going to get them to come out, the front door, we're going to have to go around to the opposite side of the camp. If you're looking at the map now, the front door is literally the front door. We're facing the back.
Can any of you spellcasters create like maybe an illusion of a wounded wolf or something?
I could just create a nice, juicy flock of sheep or something like that.
He could.
Well, are you trying to get all of them to come out or just a few of them? Because I don't know how big this flock is, but if you want all of them to come out, you talking about like 30, 40 sheep.
I mean, they're like CR0 sheep, right? So I could summon like 32 sheep, I think,
You
or
could
something
summon a
ridiculous like that.
lot of damn sheep.
I mean,
Well,
it would
if I
be.
saw a whole bunch of sheep just pop up, I'd be suspicious. But I hear tales that these things are stupid.
I mean, like maybe you could find a different animal that's more indigenous to the area. I mean, like, do sheep walk around here? It's cold up here, right? Is
Okay,
it?
so goats, sure, mountain
Well,
goats.
well,
I
well,
could do
well, 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 well.
32 or 16 mountain goats.
You can't do pigs. These things seem to like
Yeah, they like
pigs.
pigs. Yeah, I could do boar.
Yeah, but I mean,
Hey, there you go. Do some boar.
a
Boars
boar.
are bigger than pigs, aren't they?
I think so, but they're also not as easy to capture.
You think these things know
I
that?
could tell them. I could tell all the boar to lay down and look like they're sleeping, and stay looking like they're sleeping, even if it's very obvious that they should
Okay.
wake up.
Okay, so fine. So let's say you summon a pack of boar that just go and decide to lay down in front of this place. Let's say they go outside. They're like, oh, okay, look, free food. So they come out and and then what? What do we attack? Do the boar attack? Like, do the boar run? Do we try and draw them out?
The boar could attack. I could turn around and have the boar attack, and then we could hit if they're gathered in a tight enough circle. Me and all of us has fireball, and I have erupting earth. We could just decimate them.
Well, the erupting earth
I'll
will
do that
affect the. Well, the erupting earth will kill the boar too. No, I know fireball can be cast a little higher.
Not if we target them as they get close, and I tell the boar to like run.
Okay.
Real
What if
quick.
you had the boars scatter and they take off in all types of different directions? We can pick them off one by one.
Okay. Well, I mean, you have a bow, so I can see you doing that. But what am I going to be doing during this time? Do we have an
You're going to
extra?
be headbutting the back door.
Oh, okay. So you're
That-
going to draw them out the front, and then I'm going to come rushing in through the back.
No, I was just joking. They don't have
Okay.
back door.
Okay.
I mean, I have a spell that it can cause the very plants that are around them to reach up and restrain them. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I
they're
have
very
so many
strong.
options.
They're very
You just
strong.
have to give me a plan.
Well, hold on now. Let me tell you real quick though.
How strong are
If
those
it,
plants though? Because they're giants. I'm assuming they're very strong.
well, hold on. It's not a whole lot of plants around the front door. The giants, they done walked it down to dirt. There ain't a lot of plants. You're gonna have to lure them off to like off their
I
path.
don't know. This spell causes plant the dormant seeds that from generations in the ground to instantly sprout and grow and grab.
Okay,
Okay, I don't know
but
about
they're
all that magic stuff, so I
but
believe
they're
you.
giants. That's my question. Are your plants going to be strong enough to hold these giants in place?
It might stop them for a little while. I mean, yes, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. You know, you're the
Right,
Vigatori
well, the
master.
other option is we could. Do we still have that ring?
The spell
Which
story.
ring? You talking about the ring I got on?
Yeah. You have conjure animals in that ring, don't you?
No, I
What do
got
you?
a healing spirit, healing word, and whole person.
Okay, so we could.
Whole person ain't gonna work on a giant.
No. Yes, yeah. But what we could do is we could dump out a couple of those spells, and I could put conjure animals in there. So Mizian, you could conjure the animals and hold the concentration on that, and then I could hold concentration on spiked growth. And so when they run out, they just razor themselves to death trying to get to these animals.
Okay. Well, the animals are okay. What kind of bow do you have? A short bow, Midian?
Who, me?
Yeah.
It's not quite a short bow. It's a little bit bigger than a short bow. It's magic. Well, I also got that javelin of lightning y'all done gave me.
No, but I mean, mechanically speaking, do you have a long bow or a short bow?
150, 600. That's a long bow.
That's a long bow. Okay.
I don't remember because I renamed it.
Right. Okay.
Looking at its damage, I'm gonna say that it's a long bow. It's a 1d8.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Because I think monks can use short bows. So, all right. There goes that. Um.
Can't you use a dagger too? You can throw a dagger at it.
I mean, I have darts. You know.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, here's an idea. All right, I think if they stay in a group, it'd be real easy for the mages to, magic on them. I know they like to do that type of thing, and that works out pretty well and everything. But if we do split them up and we separate them, I think if there's only one, maybe two, I have confidence that you'll be all right. But I think if like three or four of them start ganging up on you, I don't know what we're gonna do about that.
I mean, once they've run through the spike growth, I can just switch over and I can conjure some bears or whatever. Because
Won't
you'll,
that
if we go with the same plan, then you'll have concentration on the boars or whatever you want to summon.
Oh.
Well, also if you do that erupting earth thing, don't that make the ground
Yeah. Or yes,
does-
and I have other spells that I could use Ice Storm instead, and that's a Dex save instead of a Strength save, and it makes it difficult terrain. And yeah, I mean, I have so
yeah, but
many druids
all,
are like the controller, the battlefield controllers. There's so much that I can do.
well, all I was thinking was that I I, I do believe that erupting earth spell. I don't think you gotta concentrate on that, and
No, I don't.
but that spike growth you do got to concentrate on, right?
Yeah, yes. So once they go through the spike growth and it's run its course, then I could, as they're running through the spike growth, I could hit them with erupting earth, and then once spike growth is no longer useful, I could transfer over to something else that requires concentration, more animals,
Well,
anything.
I'm just saying that why don't you change the order of that just a little bit? You cast the erupting earth first, knock them down if you can, also make the ground difficult terrain, and then cast spike growth right on top
Well,
of that.
spike growth makes the terrain difficult.
Does it?
It does.
Okay.
So they're not going to really be getting to us, or the only
But
thing
that
we have
would
to, the
double
only
it,
thing,
wouldn't it? They'd
the
be
only
running
thing,
moving at 1/4 speed.
That last giant that we fought, didn't he have like a big purse with the rocks in it?
yeah.
He
So I was
did.
just about to say that the only thing we have to worry about is we're going to have to pick some big trees to hide behind, and we jump out when it's our turn and attack them from behind the trees, and then jump back to behind the trees.
You
Well, there
know,
ain't too many trees that's that close to the front door. We're gonna have to lure them out a bit.
what do you think? Instead of doing the summoning your herd, maybe I go in there as the bait.
You can run
Yeah,
pretty
but then you're going to
fast.
be subject to all of the spells that me and Olvas are going to cast to just beat them down.
Well. Hold on. Maddie, how strong are you? Can you carry me?
I think so. How much do you weigh?
Well, I used to know that right off the top of my head back when I was in the cities. We've been out for a while, and I've been eating pretty good, so I'm thinking I'm weighing about maybe, about 160, 170.
160, 170.
As an
Uh,
elf, that's a lot. As an elf, just so you know,
you
that's quite heavy.
you are a very
I've been eating well with you guys.
yeah. That's a hefty elf. I
Well,
mean,
I didn't say I was certain.
I can carry you. Yeah, yeah. I think so. What is it? 15 pounds per point or 10
No. It's
pounds?
15 times your strength, I believe it is.
Okay, so yes, I can carry you.
Okay, so I could, we can go out so that I'm within range for a bow, and I can just fire some shots at them, get their attention, and you can pick me up and run your fast ass back to the trees. And that would give enough ground to cover
I
so that
mean,
that
we don't even have to draw them out. Me and Olvas can just. I could cast like storm cloud over their. I could cast a storm cloud over their whole fucking town, and for the
well,
10 minutes, 6 seconds, 6 seconds at a time for 10 minutes, I can just rain down lightning on their camp. I
yeah,
mean,
but that don't
there's
keep
so
them
many
moving all
options.
slow or anything like that, though. Plus, that camp is pretty big. It's like 300 feet by 350 feet. It's a pretty big camp. I don't know how big cloud you can summon.
Well, I have a 120-foot range on the cloud, and then the cloud becomes a 60-foot radius, so that's 120 feet. And then anywhere the cloud is, I can fire a bolt of lightning down. So if I did it like where their tents are, I could completely destroy their tents, and then when they come out of their tents, I could just rain down lightning on them. They're not going to know the difference. I mean, there's so many options. You just tell me what you want to do.
I didn't think it was up to me. Always, I ain't heard you say nothing yet. What's your big blue head thinking of?
I've been thinking. Um, I know it's not safe to take them on all together. I do like the luring out plan, but how big is the entrance?
If memory serves, I'm gonna say it's probably a good uh 50 feet across, somewhere between 25, 50 feet across. But there are two big old logs laying on the ground in front of it, and Tyler had to let me know if I'm saying this wrong, but it would appear that we would either have to go around the logs, kind of like in a trench, or we would have to climb over the logs, whereas it would appear that they can probably step over them themselves.
Well, I mean, you might be able to find a place to squeeze. I mean, you didn't really get close enough. You were, like
A little bit away.
100, yeah, 100.
Is there
Yeah.
a stream or anything that's going through the camp, or how are they getting water?
I'm thinking they going outside the camp to get water. I didn't see any water going into it. I did not see any way getting inside other than either going through the front or climbing over the fence. I guess we could dig under the fence.
Yes. What about digging under? Do you
Yeah.
have the magics that can maybe excavate the earth?
Yeah, I can do that. Is the
Aren't they going to be
used to that?
alerted to that
Say again. I'm sorry.
that quietly?
Hold on, Elvis. What?
Yeah, I can dig out like 5 foot 5 foot blocks at a time.
So okay, so you can do like a little trench maybe underneath. Is it noisy?
I think you should test that on the ground right now, because depending on Tyler's ruling.
For loose earth?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how loose
we're
it
in
is,
winter, right? Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
and we don't know
Could be
how far down
permafrost.
them poles go into the ground.
That's true. What about making a hole through the wood? Like how big are each of the poles?
Mm-mm.
Like diameter?
I don't know about how big each. I don't know about how big each pole is. Do I know how big each pole is? I know they are butted up next to each other, and there's no gaps in between them.
Are they like 2 feet in diameter, 5 feet? Are we dealing with sequoias? Like,
These are
Uh,
giants. They probably using bigger trees.
they look to be anywhere between 2 to 5 feet.
okay, all right, so it's the big ones. All right.
I mean,
It's
we could.
surprisingly well maintained and well put together. I thought these things were stupid.
I mean, I'm not worried about the fence. I could probably just like flip over it, or like run up the side and then whatever. All this, you have your boots, right? You can fly.
If we need to get in there without going through the front door, that's I can solve that problem too. I could turn one of you into a giant hornet, and then I can turn into a bird, an eagle, and carry Mizian. And all of us can fly himself. I mean, what do you want to do? How do you want to approach the situation? And I
How do
have a
you want to
solution.
do this?
I say we go there, bang on the front door, tell them that they cannot keep doing what they have been doing. They're going to tell us to fuck off, which I will translate to everybody who cannot understand, and then we fight.
Okay. I think if we turn into birds and wasps and shit, I think they're going to try to knock us out the air and eat us.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Also, we need to make sure that we leave at least one of them alive.
The giants?
Yes.
How flammable did their camp look, Mizian, overall?
It looked like the whole thing was made out of wood, fur, and canvas.
Yeah, I mean, I could literally cast a wall of fire over their door, and all of us could fly up and cast fireballs, and or even I could cast wall of fire into the ring for Mizian, and Mizian could cast the wall of fire over their front door, and all of us could fly up and
Cast
hide
wall of
behind
fire.
like tops of trees and just rain fireballs down on their camp with the wall of fire blocking the exit. And then I could cast, if Mizian's doing the wall of fire, I could cast my call lightning, and fire and lightning could just rain down and just destroy this camp. We are very powerful. I mean, you just tell me what sort of destruction you want. I'm a low risk, high reward kind of guy. I don't want to go up and talk to these guys. I want to just we know they've been doing criminal activity, and that they will continue to do so. I'd rather just summary judgment, the end.
All right, so let's go.
Okay.
Okay, go. Yeah,
Oh, wait,
yeah,
wait,
We're
no,
going.
no,
What,
wait, wait,
which plan are we going with?
Wait, we plan to go in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going in the morning. We're going to take a little rest. We're going to think about this a little bit.
I think
Maddie, I think
right
I
now
think
we
you're
are.
our secret. You're our secret weapon.
Well, yeah, I believe that too. But it seems that we are suffering from the paralysis by the analysis.
Okay, well,
But the thing, okay, look, there are
let's,
6 of them, so we need to focus fire regardless. I know that
Yes.
all of you want to like spread your fire and your lightning and do all this magical hokey pokey, But remember, if a dead giant cannot hit anybody, so don't go spreading everything around.
But we also want to destroy their town. We don't want them to like spring back up.
Not necessarily.
and-
Why? Why destroy the town? Why not occupy it?
we just got land so that we could
Yeah,
back it down.
this is in the middle of nowhere. There's no culture here. There's nothing. This is yeah.
No,
They've ruined it.
According to the map,
Well, okay,
look,
but
it's not
here's-
far from the roads, right? And all of this wood we can bring this somewhere else. It doesn't have to. You don't have to destroy everything. This wood is just as good in another village as a wall as it is here.
Okay.
I mean, there are
All
resources
right.
that can
Okay.
be reallocated.
Well, here's a suggestion. Before we start, unless we go with the, death from above scenario with the fireballs and lightning, let's take care of the giants before we start thinking about burning down the
Well,
settlement.
that was my idea for taking care of the giants. Take care
Okay,
of the
well,
giants and the town problem in one problem.
oh,
Done.
okay. Well, I think I should probably mention that the tents and everything are not that close to the walls, so I'm certain that you can set them all on fire and everything like that. But if the walls catch on fire, it's not going to set the tents on fire, and the tents catch on fire, it's not going to set the walls on fire.
And that's fine. Maddie wants to reuse the wallwood for his
I mean, I say
new.
we
That's great.
use whatever we can. You know, I mean, these
Okay.
giants have taken a lot of resources from these people. If we could somehow return resources, maybe in a different way that it can be used, it would be beneficial to everyone. You know, plus if you go out and just start like destroying everything, you might be destroying something of value. Also, we don't know if maybe they have captors in there. They could be people being held prisoner. Like, let's say if there's a tent with a bunch of like slaves or something, and then you blow up the tent and all
I
the
mean, I can
slaves.
figure that out. I can figure that out right now.
How?
How?
I can become a spider and I can crawl in there, look around as a little spider, search through every tent. I can climb up over the wall. I don't have to go through the front door with the wolves. Go into every tent, look around, and then come back out. I can be a spider for like 5 hours.
An
I
exhausted
think that's
spider.
more than enough time. Yeah, and
An
in
exhausted
worst case
spider.
scenario, I turn myself. Worst case scenario, I turn into a bird and I fly away.
An exhausted bird.
Yeah, and ability checks, whatever, who
I'm
cares?
just pointing that out. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You know, I mean, whatever. Let's just go to sleep. If you want to continue scouting, go ahead and scout. But in the morning, let's go.
Yeah, we can continue this conversation in the morning. Let's get our belly some grass to eat. The rest of us will have real food, and we'll talk about it in the morning.
What do you mean in the morning? We want to do this stuff now so that we can prep now. So I don't I want to cast spells into your ring now.
Okay, so go
So
ahead.
I have all of my slots tomorrow.
Go ahead.
Okay, all right, okay. So what spell are you trying to cast up into the ring? Which one you
It
were trying to
depends
get
on
rid
what
of?
we want to do. If we want to do the draw out with the food plan, then it's got to be conjure animals. If we want to do the wall off the entrance and burn the whole place to the ground, then it's got to be wall of fire. If we want to do, I don't know, some other plan, it's got to be something else.
I think now this is me talking. I think that between conjure animals and wall of fire, I think wall of fire will have more utility in this particular scenario.
I mean, I could even conjure, if we're worried about them throwing rocks at us, I could give you a wind wall, and everything that goes through the wind wall has disadvantage. Or water wall. I have another spell that conjures water. And everything that they try to throw at us through the water or the wind will have disadvantage. I mean, it's up to you guys. Like I said,
What level is whole person again?
2.
2. Okay, so if I'm dropping whole person, whatever you're gonna put in there can't be higher than level 2.
Oh, you'll drop in hold person and healing spirit and just leaving healing word.
Okay, and what level is healing spirit?
2.
Okay, so 4. Gotcha. You can put on 4 spell levels worth of spell in
Yeah,
there.
so Wall of Fire is a 4th level spell. Conjure Animals is a 3rd level spell. Spike Growth is a 2nd level spell. Wind Wall and Wall of Water are both 3rd level spells. I mean, I have that all accounted for. Call Lightning is a 3rd level spell.
Wait, so we could have 2 call lightnings going?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. What do you want to do?
That ring requires attunement, right?
I'm already attuned to it.
Okay.
I have it on.
No, I was just asking. Okay.
Yep. I remember when we bought it. I don't think I've used it since we bought it.
Nope.
Well, it's up to you guys. I'm going over here and I'm just gonna sit with my back up to a tree while y'all make up your minds. I'm not usually this active in our planning.
Well, right now I have Conjure Animals prepared, so I can do that without losing spell slots tomorrow. I can put that in the ring without losing spell slots tomorrow.
And
Everything else I would have to prepare, and
if
then
you
I would
upcast
lose
that,
those. I mean,
can you upcast that to 4?
No. It doesn't do anything until 5th level, until we're level 9. Then you can get more animals.
Okay.
I've been anxiously awaiting. You don't even know how anxiously I've been awaiting level 9, and I can bring more shit into Tyler's poor life.
Okay, all right. So, am I dropping a whole person and a healing spirit, and you're gonna put conjure animals in there, right?
Or you either that, or you could drop hold person in the healing word, leave the healing spirit because that does more healing than healing word, and do conjure animals and healing spirit in there.
Well, okay. Uh, but healing spirit, if I remember correctly, isn't that stationary, or can you move that as a bonus action? You can move
It's
that.
concentration, so that's the only other problem with it. But yeah, you can move it around. You can move it like 30 feet or 60 feet, and then anybody who starts their turn in it gets a d6. You don't even have to do anything.
I can just keep moving it towards people,
You
and
could
people
just
can
move
run
it
into it.
directly on top of people, and at the start of their turn, they would gain a d6.
Okay, I mean it's up to you guys. I'm just wearing the ring. You guys are putting all the stuff into it. Okay, so I'm
The only
going.
other thing I have right now prepared right now is polymorph. So if we wanted to, since Eric or Mateo's feeling a little left out, we could polymorph him into like I don't know, something super great, and he
Like
could
a
go in there like a
mammoth or
I
a
might
T
be
yeah,
I
Rex,
yeah,
might be
yeah,
ready
yeah, an
to
holy
giant
experience.
font.
ape, a
Yeah,
giant
yeah.
ape.
I think I might be ready to experience the big ape.
Them
Okay.
giant apes, I hadn't seen
Yeah, so
them.
we could keep the healing word and put polymorph in there. We could you could polymorph Mateo, and then me, he can be a giant ape and run in, since he that's what he seems to really want to do, is engage with these creatures one on one, and then we could sit back and just rain death while he goes nuts as a giant ape. I mean, whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, it's probably easier for me to hold that concentration. I'm less likely to get hit.
Yes, that's why we gave you the ring. This is the exact situation why we gave you the ring.
Okay, well you tell me what you're gonna put in there. I'm not gonna be using this ring on myself.
All right, yeah, I guess drop the healing spirit, cast the healing
Drop.
spirit in the hold word, hold person,
Okay.
and I'll put polymorph in it right now.
All right.
So now you have healing word and
And
polymorph.
polymorph. All right.
What?
That
Okay.
solves that. That's
So,
solved.
what do you think would be better, the giant ape or that cool wasp that you turned me into, or hornet, whatever that was?
I would suggest the Oliphant.
The Oliphant. Oh, that's the big. That's
Yeah, it's
the
like
four tusked.
gargantuan. It's gargantuan.
Uh huh.
Here, I'll pull it onto the map. It's gargantuan. This is the only time that we would really be able to use it. It has a 50-foot movement speed, so you wouldn't slow down that much.
Okay.
It is gargantuan, and it has 148 health points. It has multi attack. Yeah, it can charge. It can slam. It can do a whole sweep with its tusk. I mean, it's fucking great. It's only fun. That's what I would
And that's
suggest
gonna
for
be
this
better.
situation. It's
That's
gargantuan.
and that's better than the giant ape or whatever it is, right?
I would say so. Yeah, that's my opinion. You look at you have the stat blocks should be available to you in the polymorph folder. The giant ape, you can put them side by side.
Let me see.
I see giant ape. What's the other one? Oh,
Oh, that's a
elephant.
titan
Okay,
boa.
there it
Oliphant.
is.
The Titan boa can't use yet. That's for future use.
Okay.
We're not high enough level yet to become a Titan boa.
Okay. Let's see.
I have now taken the points off. Polymorph is in the ring. They're off my sheet.
I already changed it out on mine too.
That sounds like fun. This elephant.
Now, yeah, isn't that nice?
Let's see.
Now you're getting into it.
Like, I mean, I
How do
just.
you grapple with a trunk? I mean, it says if the elephant starts with its turn with the target grappled, how is it grappling the target?
With
The
its
trunk,
trunk,
the
or it
trunk
can like pin it
attack.
against the
It
Oh,
ground.
the target is grappled. Yeah, DC 17. I see it there.
All right,
If
let's
it's
go.
large or smaller.
Come on, let's make
So
it
which
happen.
one you want? The elephant or the great or the giant ape?
Whatever. Surprise me. It doesn't matter.
Okay. I think I'm ready. Ovis, how you doing over there?
I am good. I am always good. I am ready for adventure. We can take a rest first.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to take a rest because Bellis was looking a little peaked over there.
Yeah, and I need to know what spells to prepare for. We come back to it once. So I guess the plan is for Eric to run, or Mateo to run in and cause mayhem while we rain, death upon them, sort of.
Well,
Or,
what if we get them to come out a little bit, and then after tried to sneak up a little bit while he's in the middle of them beating the shit out of them, they all crowd out and like, "Oh, we got this little piece of shit." Then we turn him into an elephant.
Okay,
sure.
wait, real quick. The trunk. Okay, I can only grapple something that's larger or smaller, so I won't be able to grapple anything with the trunk. Until the grapple ends, the target is restrained, and it can't use this trunk. Okay, then the trunk sweep.
Well, are hill giants large or huge?
They are.
Because I thought they were like the smallest size of giants.
I mean, I'll still be able to grapple. It just won't be like a bonus with the trunk.
Hill giant is huge.
Okay.
Okay, so all right.
How
So
about their pets?
The Savager is also an option. That thing's pretty badass.
let's see. I'm just looking at the ape.
What's a
real quick.
Savager?
See, the
It's
elk
like a
has
big ass
climb-
bear.
All right, the ape
Bite,
has a climb
claw.
speed and it has range attacks. What's the strength?
Oh, it's got
23,
quills, huh?
23. Oh, strength of 27. Holy shit.
Yeah, you saw that too, huh?
All right, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's go. Ding, ding.
Okay, well, you guys spent most of the day sitting here talking, so now it's rest time. Abelios does not get a watch, so Rizin's going to have to pull double duty, being his elf self.
Okay.
Yeah, but I still need to know the plan for what spells I'm going to prepare the next day.
Prepare whatever you want.
I like
mean,
that.
It depends on the plan. This is like what people used to yell at Marisha Ray's character on Critical Role all the time because she didn't have the right spell for the right situation. But this is why I have a lot of different spells that can do a lot of different things. But I need to know specifically what we're doing so I can prepare for that eventuality.
Say you probably definitely need to have that call lightning, and I think that spike growth thing that's definitely gonna do us well too.
Remember not to
Maybe even add erupting.
don't
Hmm?
take too many concentration things.
Yeah, but I think those two, their concentration, but I think those two will help out.
Oh, do we need Pass Without a Trace tomorrow? Probably not, right?
Nah.
Where we're going in hot.
Nah.
He ain't
Lesser
gonna.
Restoration. Is anybody going to get blinded or anything? No.
Hope not.
Moonbeam. Probably don't need that. I'll grab Healing Spirit too, just in case that comes
I mean,
up.
these things are stupid.
Ice
Like, we
Knife
don't
will
have
be
Wait,
good.
I got healing spirit going.
We don't have like illusions or charms or anything. I guess that would be more for Ovis.
That's your wizard stuff.
Novus is being oddly quiet over there. The blue man is worrying me. I think he's gonna come out and explode. Like, oh my god, we didn't plan for that. Like, you didn't ask. Yes, we did.
I'm just preparing and looking over my spells.
See, he's looking over his spells too. We need to know the plan.
Okay.
I have a lot of fire prepared.
Yeah, if Mateo wants to draw them out, being just Mateo, but just remember they can throw shit, so you're gonna have to like hide, hide behind a tree so they come out and investigate. I can do spike growth on the ground while they're.
No. Look,
Hold on.
if I don't want them
roll
to
me
catch
another
me, they're not going to
history
catch me.
check, Dylan.
Another what?
Dylan, roll me another history check for giants.
For giants.
So advantage.
Okay, sure.
This might help a little bit, maybe, depending on how you roll.
I mean, it's my worst skill. 14.
14. Well, I mean, going off what you know, I mean, the rumor around hill giants they're not like stone giants. Stone giants prefer to throw. Hill giants are not necessarily known for their throwing stuff.
You guys are
prefer to-
stupid.
They prefer to just their mentality is like wild animals. They want to get up there and punch it up and not. So
You things are gonna be coming after us.
I could also pick confusion and get them all confused. I mean, there's so much stuff that I can do. You just need to know.
Well,
what
you
want me
pick
to
what
do.
you pick.
Oh, go
Nature
ahead.
should tell you what to do.
Oh, very funny. Yeah, pull the nature card. Haha.
You pulled a nature card. I'm trying to help you out. I offered you grass earlier. You said no.
Oh, I'm well. If you say grass one more time, I swear to God,
Which card?
you're gonna wake up with flowers in your bed for the next month.
What, are you getting hungry? You try to eat me? You try to put the little garnish around me or some shit? I'll tell you, you put some flowers around me, I'm gonna rub them all up my ass and offer them to you for breakfast.
We're level 8, and what am I? +5, so I can do 13 spells, right? Yeah, 13 spells. Let me see. Let me count them out now. Cure wounds 1, 2,
Elvis, how are you contributing to this so we know what to
5,
expect from you?
6,
Well,
7, 8, 9, 10,
I
11, 12, 13. Ooh, 14. One too many. Gotta pull one off.
fireball, firebolt, wall of fire,
Scorching ray.
scorching.
Lots of fire.
I can ready grease for
Ooh, if
Maybe.
you put down grease down, is that flammable grease or just slippery grease?
it's mixed slippery.
Okay.
So they could cause them to go prone though. It's like a 10-foot square.
Oh, that's too small.
Okay.
That's like
Yes,
one of their
true. It ain't going. I don't know how well that's gonna work out. I mean, they can walk around.
All right. So
I heard they're pretty stupid, but I don't know.
Okay. All right. So you're going to cook them. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna conjure some friends in the morning before we go in, but
Some
it's
Azers?
pretty much the same thing you always do.
Okay.
No, it's gonna be some grubs this time.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah, I have my spells picked out for tomorrow. I'm ready to go. I'm ready
All
to
right.
take this long night rest.
Okay, so who has first watch?
Me.
I'm sleeping, right? I can't take a watch since I'm exhausted.
I'll take first.
I'll take first watch.
No,
Why
I'll
not?
take first watch.
Oh nope, Mateo
Okay.
said he wants to. I'll let him take it.
Okay, whoever has first watch, roll me a d20.
God damn it.
We gotta get something going. Roll me a percentile. It might not be bad. Who knows?
That's not good.
17.
Is it like the higher numbers worse?
That's what I heard.
If we're
100
lucky,
is
if
T-Rex.
Well, if we're lucky, we'll have a couple of T-Rexes that we can have chase us into the giant camp.
Or you know what? Maybe some of them dogs that came out to camp and smelled us. Maybe we can take some of them dogs out and not have to worry about them. Remember, there's some big old dogs down there too.
All right, roll me a perception check, Maddie.
All right. Let's see what I see. Ooh, big 9. I'm excited. I'm thinking about like being a big ass elephant or something tomorrow.
No. Okay, your watch goes by without an issue.
Oh. All right. I will wake up Oblis. All right, buddy.
Olus.
Want to roll d20?
Yeah. All right. And Mizian, I'll just have you roll 1 for both watches.
Okay.
All right. So everybody wakes up in the morning, rested, ready to go.
Woo.
All right. So
I'm
are we
doing
going
it.
to the front or to the back, or like what are we doing?
Oh, I thought we were going to sneak around to the front, or at least not necessarily sneak, but give a wide enough berth so that we can be by the front.
All right.
We have to get down to that tree area, the tree cover. You got. I think the one thing I heard consistently is that we were going to need some cover.
Okay.
Well, I was doing some thinking about my previous dealings with hill giants, and I have a feeling that they're not going to be throwing anything at us. That's more like their stone giant cousins.
Okay. So we can either
Hill
draw
giants,
them out.
they just like to mix it up.
So what about maybe trying to create some kind of bottleneck by their entrance? There are like two gates that open, 50 feet wide.
No, it's not like a gate at all. It's like a big ass gaping hole.
Oh, it's
All
just
they
a
got
way.
laying in front of it is two logs.
Oh, okay, okay. All right.
Yeah, ain't no door.
All right, let's go. I thought.
Yeah. So can we get on the
Hmm,
can we
excuse
get on
me.
this map so we can see?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we
excited. I get all my gear and hop
yeah.
up, and I start walking towards the camp.
Yeah, we circle around. We'd give it a wide berth, and we circle around and come from the south.
Everybody roll me quick stealth checks.
You know, some of my grubs before we get in range.
Yeah. Make sure you roll a stealth check for them too.
For grubs?
Well, the creature.
God damn it,
Ooh,
Maddie.
I'm excited. I'm like whistling. Never been. This is. I don't even know what to expect.
Hey man, how big is that worm that you got to roll dex for it? It's not something you can keep in your pocket?
I have no idea how big it is.
Well,
It's
you have,
medium.
you have the character sheet. Of course you know
Well,
how
it's a
big it
medium
is.
creature. But I don't know like how big.
What size category?
Medium.
Okay, so.
Oh, well, that makes
5
sense.
feet. Okay.
Wow.
What
Even
spell
the
are you
worm.
using? Is this Conjure Minor Elemental?
Yeah.
A
How
rhyme
many of
worm
these?
grub is an
Yeah,
elemental?
yeah. What do these things look like?
Well, once I put you guys on the map.
Yeah, some too. CR1.
Yeah. Before we kick this thing off, everybody's gonna want to get close, so I can give us all a bunch of THP, including your summoned creatures.
So
And
I'm
when
not
I get
going
polymorph,
to.
that temporary hit points does not transfer to that, right?
I think it still does. Temporary hit points stay with you. I think.
You guys won't be
I have a,
as
I have a
close.
feeling. I have a feeling that you won't have the temporary hit points when you're getting polymorph, because I think the way Mizian described it, he's going to wait for everybody to pummel on you before he turns you into an Olipon.
Well, I'm not gonna wait for him to get, broken arm, legs, and shit like that.
I'm just going to put you on this
Just
map.
make sure you keep in mind the range on polymorph is
60 feet.
Yeah.
60 feet. I looked at it ahead of time to make sure it wasn't touch.
You can put your rhyme worm somewhere back. You guys aren't that close, but it's just on the map, so you guys can kind of see what you're
Well,
dealing with.
I didn't get to the map. I'm still on the other map.
I haven't touched you guys yet. I'm just letting you know
Oh, okay,
that when
gotcha.
I put you, you're not going to be that close, but
I guess there is kind of like a raised platform maybe by the front door. I guess kind of like a guardhouse, sort of.
Oh, I like this rock down here. It's got a name. Patreon
No
IG
free
Dung.
advertising. Where is this? The D20 initiative is where you're gonna get it.
So are these trees standing over here, like here and here, or are they just cut down stumps?
To cut down stumps.
Oh,
So there's like no place for any type of real cover. Well, no, there's cover, but there's no
You
concealment.
like I said, you guys are a couple hundred feet back.
But like this boulder here, how big is that?
You imagine that it's big enough. I mean, it's twice the size, 3 times the size you are.
Okay, that's all I need to know. If there's something I can hide behind.
And this guard tower that he's up on is, Jesus,
Maddie, really?
you assume he's at least the guard tower is at least 20 feet up, and then he is standing. Hill giants are like 16 feet tall, so has a pretty good sight down everywhere.
I think we're just gonna roll up though, like we own the place.
So you guys are in the woods out beyond the map's borders before it gets into this clearing around their camp. But what do we have for stealths here?
7.
We have 7. We have 7. We have 12.
Yeah, I'm not standing next to Matty. He's loud as fuck.
So, the guard, they're dumb. So, he might have seen some rustling out in the trees, but he's not like, he's like paying attention, but he doesn't really see. But the dire wolf over here, it catches a scent of something, and its shackles start to raise, and it's looking out towards the area you guys are in. It's not moving; it's just kind of watching.
God damn it, Matty. When we get back to a town, you need to take a bath for your stinky ass.
No, I think that's Evelios, actually.
Or it could be the rhyme worm. Who knows?
You just hear Velios let out a long fart. all of that roughage.
You've been eating very fibrous the past few days.
Think something fierce. Smells like Mateo.
Okay. Let's see this plan in action.
Alright, so what do we do?
Well, Velos is gonna go ahead.
Hold on, I'm just checking one thing. Spike growth has a 150-foot range. So my plan is to get within 150 foot of the entrance, cast spike growth over it, and then you, Mateo, you run in and make a big fucking whatever.
Well, turn me into the thing first.
You want me to turn you into it beforehand?
How long?
Like right now?
How long does that last?
An hour, I think.
Constant.
All right, so yeah, do it now. I mean, I think the element of surprise is lost because Evelios and his vegatory diet.
Yes, it was clearly my fault.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and cast it on you then. Alright. Duration, concentration up to 1 hour. Yep. Let me take that off. Boom.
Right,
there you go.
Alright, so do that, and as soon as I turn into that thing, I'll bump into a tree and like knock it over by accident.
Well, why don't you do that away from us? Just because they see you don't mean they need to see all of us right away.
I'll look at Evelios and apologize to him in Oliphant for killing one of his.
Does Elephant have its own language?
I don't even know. Well, let's see.
I can definitely talk to him as an Oliphant for sure.
Yeah.
No languages.
No, you can't talk.
Oh, that thing is huge.
So the Oliphant comes charging out of the woods.
Hell yeah! I'm just gonna fucking let out a loud trumpet sound, like whatever it does, and then I'm gonna just start charging the fucking camp.
Are you charging before the spike growth gets there, or?
I'm just starting to charge. I
Or
don't know what's going on.
okay,
I'm
we're doing
effective-
initiative first, though. Apparently,
I'm effectively a barbarian right now.
you're a fat ass barbarian.
The circle is not. I just drew it, pre-drew it, so it's ready to go when I'm ready to place it.
Pre-druid.
Do I
That's
still-
right.
do I
Pre-drew
Exactly.
drew it.
Do I still get a? I don't get advantage on initiative because of my.
You
rod,
don't
right?
get anything from your class whatsoever. You are now an
That's
Oliphant.
not-
So
that's-
just
What-
just
what
look
about
at the
items?
Oliphant stat block.
Oh,
What
that
about
is-
items?
What? No, your items become Oliphant.
Okay. All right.
You are Oliphant.
All right.
Look, Mr. Frodo.
This is gonna be funny. All this planning, and it's gonna all go to shit.
Well, that's how
Probably-
things usually work.
That's
Doesn't-
usually how it goes.
Does my passive perception of 10 smell Evilios?
Everybody smells like this.
How did Ovilius get blamed for your stank ass?
Because he rolled.
They
a
smelled
7.
you.
He rolled a 7.
Man, what?
We
Are these
both
the
we
bitches?
both rolled the 7, and he.
Oh, I only saw the 1-7. I didn't know both of you rolled 7s. My bad.
There was some.
Oh yeah, I see it there. Both of you stink.
Yeah.
So I assume you're dashing out with the Oliphant, right? For
Yeah, I'll
100
start.
feet.
Oh well, I mean, we're in initiative, right?
Well, I'm. This was pre-initiative. I'm just trying to put you on the map.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I would just dash forward. Yeah.
You can move like 10 feet closer if you want.
This
10
thing
feet closer?
this thing in front of me, that's like difficult terrain. Can I
he
climb over
wants.
that or knock through that?
You can.
Are spikes hanging out?
But it's not your turn. I was just trying to get your Oliphant on the map to give people.
All right, so I can
So,
move
if
another
you wanna
10
keep
feet.
it-
You said. I will
Yeah,
move
you can
10
be
feet.
within 100 feet. Because you guys were like
Alright.
200 away.
I'll go.
So
Yeah, I'll go right here.
like, close enough.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Okay.
Just to give everybody else who's following Oliphant as he's charging in, or is he going to be 100 feet ahead of you guys?
I mean, I would have liked to start this whole thing off like 150. I mean, I need 150 feet, so I need to either be like 180 feet away, so I can get to within 150 feet of
You guys
the.
could be on me.
You know what I mean?
You do realize you're only like 134 or 140 feet from the entrance.
We're not on the map yet.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to, I'm trying to get placements right now.
Well, I was gonna dash to up here behind this stump right here. That's what I intended on doing.
Yeah, I would like to be within 100 at the start of initiative. Be within 150 feet of the entrance, if that's possible.
Okay, so you'd have to, so you guys didn't really roll great stealth, so you can easily dash as the Oliphant breaks cover and try to use that distraction to get.
Fuck it, I ride Mateo the Oliphant. I just grab one of his tusks and ride in, and then when he's like 150 feet away, I jump off.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to get you guys,
My stuff was pretty good. I think. Can I run out there and not be seen? And I've been I've been bathing a lot lately too.
You'd have to stay half speed to keep your stealth.
But I was going to dash. Does
Yeah.
that mean regular speed is 30?
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, so you're
Gotcha.
170 feet away.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, hell, why don't we just all ride on the elephant, and then when we get to a certain point, everybody disembark, and the elephant can keep going, and we'll scatter.
That's what I'm trying
Sounds
to
great
figure
to me. Yep, that's what we're doing. We're all 150 feet away, Tyler, except for the
Yeah.
Oliphant who ran ahead.
out. Okay, so you're all right there on that map. Okay, we're good. Mizian, you're up.
Okay, well, like I was saying, let's make me sure. It's 30 feet away. I'm going to go up here 30 feet. Move myself over there. And do I, just out of question, have a line of sight on this little bastard? Not quite. That wood's in the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would have some cover. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna, in that case, hold in action. And if he happens to come within sight line, I'm gonna put an arrow in his ass. And that will end my turn.
All of us.
All right, I'm gonna move in like 10 feet, but move 30 feet up in the air at the same time. I can do that, right? Yeah. So you fly at an angle.
Flying gets confusing, especially at an angle. But I believe it's 30
It's a
foot.
non-Euclidean universe. So if you fly up and over at the same time, whatever the longest distance is how far you moved.
All right. I am 30 feet up now. Try to find my little symbol again. I'll find it in a second. I'm gonna. Can I see this thing perfectly from 30 feet up?
Yeah.
All right. Great.
You're looking down because, especially this low point right here, it's not very, very high. So
Just gonna like center on that thing. Just launch one.
oh, okay.
On the wood?
No, on the
on the dire wolf.
Oh.
What's the radius on fireballs? Is it 20, right?
You can use my you can use my thing if you want.
Well, you're only going to hit the wolf, so at a 20-foot radius, because the tower itself is 20. So
it's fine.
Will it set the tower on fire?
Well, if he cast it above the
If he
wolf,
casts it above the wolf, yes.
I mean, if he catches it next to the wolf, is the tower top might not catch on fire, but like some of the stakes or pylons that's holding it up, they might catch on fire. I'm asking. I'm not saying they will. I'm just.
So 20 feet up. Yeah, you probably could hit the giant too if you kind of center it above, 20 feet above the dire wolf.
Yeah,
see.
I'll do that. There's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Dex for dire wolf. The dire wolf. And let's just should be able to hit this thing. And hill giant Dex sucks.
Right. So the giant takes 43.
the wolf is dead.
The
And
wolf
the wolf
saved on his
is-
deck, didn't it?
Incinerated.
The wolf.
The wolf made his deck save. It took half
only
damage.
takes, that's 43, so it only takes 21.
21?
If I remember my wolf statistics. Oh wait, this is a dire wolf. That's different. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a big wolf. This ain't one of them little wolves.
Yeah, the little wolves have like 12 health.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to ride a little wolf. I want you to tame one of your dire wolves so I can have a mount. As me.
Yeah, we can. If you can hit one non-lethally, then you're welcome to.
Unless you're doing anything else.
He's just gonna actually check something real quick.
You're out of movement. You just have a bonus action.
And just checking if something's a bonus action before I.
Tyler, can you make the map a little bit southward, even though it's just going to be white, so that we can get like an angle, like around? You know what I mean? Please.
Oh, do what?
Can you add some more squares to the Y coordinate of your map so we can get an angle?
I would have had more Y coordinates. Why?
Well, if he's getting wise, I want some Z's.
Because I would like to attack from the south direction so I can see around this big blockade here. And I
Okay,
don't have the
I-
map space to do that.
I understand what you mean now.
I also want to spread out so that we're not all in one spot.
Just you guys. I moved off and hid.
It's going
Oh,
to mess
actually, I
up all
forgot.
my dynamic lighting. Hold on.
No, fuck that. This is the map.
It shouldn't mess up your dynamic lighting at all.
This is the map.
What,
The rest is
by making
difficult.
that bigger?
Yeah, just make it Y bigger. The lines will still be the lines.
Okay, rhyme worms.
All right. They're gonna dash, I guess, and both go 60 feet that way. That's it for them.
Okay. So the dire wolf is going to bark, yip, howl, whatever dogs do, raise its shackles. And what's its movement speed is 50 feet.
Am I gonna trample those worms as I run by them?
No, you can move through an ally space. It's just
difficult
difficult terrain.
So it's just going to dash up these things. That's all it can do. You guys hear commotion in the camp as the wolf sends off a alarm. And Natty Font.
Matty font. Okay, hold on. This is my first time being an auto font. Give me a second. Alright, I got a speed of 50. Okay, so let's see. Speed of 50. So from here to. Oh, I can make it. Okay. I can make it. Alright, I will come. I guess. Try not to hurt these worms and gingerly walk around this big ass boulder that's in front of me. And okay, let's see. If I move at least 20 feet straight towards a creature and then hit with the gore attack.
You don't even
What? What's up? Talk to me.
you don't even seem to understand how big, you don't even seem to understand how big you are. That boulder is like a speed bump to you. It's nothing.
I don't know, dude. That shit looks like it could be as, maybe 10, 15 feet tall. Regardless, I run around it because I have enough space. Okay. Let's see. I guess the first thing I have to do is make a trunk attack, right? So let's see if. Oh, I got a range on this too. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, I will trunk attack the wolf. I don't know why I'm rolling at advantage, but I got a 19, and it needs to make
19.
a DC 17.
No, it's grappled. If you hit it with a 19,
The target is grappled if it's a large creature or smaller until the grapple ends. And it's okay. So now it's restrained. Okay.
Yes.
So then, all right.
now you can gore it at advantage.
All right. So gore with advantage.
You
shit.
absolutely demolish this direwolf. It is like impaled on your tusks and it's just hanging there.
All right. Okay. So I guess. That's all I can do. Well, if I move at least 20 feet, gore the target. I guess give it a DC 16 strength saving throw to see if I can. Oh, it's prone. It's dead. Never mind. Okay. In turn.
It fails the strength save.
Okay.
Vilios.
So can I? Because with the dynamic lighting, for some reason, I can see the gate and the guard gate and everything. So can I actually see the guard gate and how it opens and how I think people are going to come out of it exactly? Or they just do I think they're going to just step right over it? I'm trying to figure out how would place this spike
But-
growth.
This log right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Looks like it's on an
They-
angle on top of that rock.
yeah. It looks like they might lift it up and down to come in and out.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm just gonna run. Can I see over all this stuff here? Whatever this business is.
Yeah, this middle part is low. It's only like 5 feet.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to get an idea of what I can and can't see, so I'm not metagaming. I'm gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 out, since we're not doing the south thing.
Wait, we're not doing this healthy?
There's no more map that I can see.
I extended the map like 5 squares.
I can't. It didn't show up on my map.
It's
Sure you did the
online.
right map? It's fine.
Is it pure white basically?
No,
It's not a big deal. I don't want to take a whole bunch of time on it. So, 150 feet. Oh, I can get all this good stuff. Okay. So let's move this over here. This is the one thing I hate about Roll20 is grabbing the circles sometimes can be a bitch because they don't want to. There it is. They don't want to grab. Yeah, I got plenty of room. Okay, yeah. I cast by growth right there.
All right.
All right.
Pull it up.
End turn.
Just for reference. End turn. And Hill Giant's turn. So there is a commotion within the camp as a bunch of lard asses just try to get moving. This one up here. Man, there. Let's just take a look at these things real quick. Yeah. Yeah. For those who speak giant, you do hear like attack. You don't know if it's we're under attack or if the order to attack, because that's the only word they say.
Do you say in common or giant?
Giant.
Oh yeah, I don't understand him.
This guy. Go down the ladder. And these ones. Oh, this one will dash. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh no! Every 5 feet it travels, right? So that's 25, 30.
It's also
35.
difficult terrain. It's also
Okay,
difficult terrain.
so roll 44. Because I don't think the perception is so bad. Yeah, perception is so bad. It's actually not terrible, but compared to your spell save, it's bad.
Well, they have to use an action to make a perception check too, against my DC, my spell save DC.
So 9 damage to that one.
Does it say any creature that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast?
Yeah, so if they weren't paying attention, or whatever, I don't know.
It's not. Spike growth.
I mean, they want to come get us, and they're stupid, so I don't really care one way or the other. I think it's going to help.
It doesn't say anything. It doesn't matter. Their perception is shit. This one takes 9 damage. No, I want 9. Please bring up the health. Thank you. And these ones will go. They saw their friend get hurt, so I'll give these ones their perception checks as they're running towards them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Man, look at the size of that thing they're cooking.
So this one's going to dash up to the edge, but stop for a moment, and then still continuing anyway. Same with this one. Oh, no, get that in there. Okay.
There you go. See, now you fireball that shit.
And then can this one get 80 feet? No, that's 100, so 80 is going to be back there. Okay. And Mizian.
Should I roll some more d4s, or are you just using that same 4d4 for the 2 that jumped in there?
Roll just 2d4 because they didn't go 10 feet in. They weren't supposed to go 10 feet in.
2d4 for both of them, or 2d4 per?
I was just going to use. Well, if you can do.
Just use the same.
Both if you want. Or
I'm
you can
proponent
do
for simple.
separately.
That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
5 is good for both of them. I'm happy. That's average damage. It's whatever.
Mizian, you're up.
Okay, so can I actually, I mean, if that log is up on a rock, can I shoot under the log?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna move just around this log, this tree stump enough to get a shot off on this one right here. And, well, I guess I have to use a bonus action to roll that insight real quick. And that is for,
Insight for fighting.
yep, versus his charisma. And that's an ugly motherfucker.
Charisma. Hey, you know.
Alright, so on this sneak attack damage, and we're gonna try to put a shot right in between his fat ass head and his fat ass body.
Yeah, that hits. They don't look like they're very armored. They just look big and fat.
Then I'm gonna move right back around to the other side of the tree stump. And that right there is my turn.
All right, Olvis.
I'm gonna launch this big fireball thing right about there. I believe that hits all 4 of those.
Wait, right in the middle of these guys.
Yeah. 20-foot radius.
Where did you go on the map?
I'm way over to the right. I'm like 140 feet away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as long as you're in range.
Yep. Look at the 150-foot range of fireball.
So I'll start with the front one. Dex save.
Yep.
And then I'll start with top mid.
Yeah, it's a shitty one.
Bottom mid, and then back. Okay, so top mid's the only one that made it. 30 points of fire damage.
Yep.
That is exactly enough. This one in the spike growth, the front one, gets absolutely incinerated. It smells awful. Like his last death fart kind of just gives that little extra 2 damage there on your upcast. So this one takes 15. This one takes 30. This one takes 30. Oh. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it for them. Me.
Them you? Rhyme worm.
I can move right through that space now, right? Or do I have to go around that dead thing?
No, dead things are objects. You can just go.
That dead thing's not even on the ground. It's on Oliphant Tusk. It's suspended in the air.
Yeah.
I am going to.
Matt's going to get out of polymorph and like the thing's going to fall on top of him.
Sounds like you guys are having wolf steak tonight.
I don't think they have.
No, and that's
range.
terrible because I was trying to have wolf pet and y'all trying to eat it, motherfucker.
They're gonna. Frig, I'm gonna dash.
Yeah, they're going to dash. Nope, they don't have any range.
Yeah, that is it for them.
All right. Direwolves back here. I'm just going to come flank the sides of this tent here. I'll be fine.
Okay, I have an intelligence of 3.
You
I don't think I maintain my mentality or anything. Hold on, let me see real quick.
No, yes, you do. You keep your personality, but you keep your personality, but you have an intelligence of 3. So you still generally
so I
know
know-
that we're
I know
your
who the
friends.
good guys are and know who the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so if I go 5, 10, can I even fit through here? All right, so wait, where was I? Okay, let me do this one at a time. Let's see. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is that like 30? I mean, am I getting hit by that rock or something? Is that
No, you're all set.
okay? So 30, 35, 40. What the fuck do I do about these worms? 40, 45.
I think because they're more than 2 sizes different than you, I don't
50.
think they even count as difficult terrain for you.
Yeah, but
No, but he still can't end his turn on top.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I got like a fucking worm roadblock in front of me. All right. And then okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. What about climbing over this log? What's that going to do for me?
That would be. You don't have a climb speed, right?
Nope.
So it would be. That'd be scary. Well, like 20 feet of movement to climb up over?
For each square?
No, total.
Oh, okay. All right. So wait. So 25. All right. So 30. I guess that would be it because it would end at. Can I be on it?
Yeah, you can end on top of it.
Okay. So it's all right, I guess I'll end it here. End turn for me.
Yeah, just yeah, it's just difficult terrain, so that's all.
Okay.
It's Avelios. Oh shit, it's 10 o'clock. We'll finish this
Avelios.
round.
It's 10 o'clock. Oh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets me a little bit closer. And then I'm going to cast Erupting Earth.
Oh God.
Right here, more difficult terrain.
Right there. So
Let me roll it. I'm going to do it at 4th level.
4th level of erupting earth. Deck save. So I'll go top, bottom, back. They all fail for 35 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
And now that area is permanently difficult terrain.
Damn. So it is the hill giant's turn. From this back tent here, you guys just hear, some deep guttural giant speak. Avelios is the only one that can currently understand them because Matty
Yeah, I don't
Font
do that anymore.
is, yeah, and it's almost like, who dares disturb my feast? And this big old fat, the fattest hill giant comes out of that tent. I mean, these guys are fat, but this one is
Extra rotund.
almost twice as rotund. Barely looks like it's almost a feat of a miracle that he's walking. He's so big.
Always like a great unclean one.
So he comes out. And then these ones. This one's going to make its way 40 feet. I don't even know if we can get to you now. No, it's going to have to stop. Well, it's going to have to dash all the way up to you. So that's 5, 10. So it takes 44. That's 10, 20. I might get to you. Yeah, I can get to you. 8 damage. This thing is looking rough. But it will take out its. It has these big old great clubs, and it will take 2 swings at the elephant. I didn't even have to get that close. I forgot they hit reach. Oh well. 1 swing, 2 swing. Oh crap! Why?
they both missed. Holy shit! It's like my trunk is like doing puck sound and like knocking the club out the way. How the fuck? I kind of laugh in elephant.
Wing Chun as a fucking
Hell
only
yeah.
fun.
Hell yeah!
So we ran a little bit late, but it's like 10:05, and I know people have to get going. So we'll end here in the midst of combat, and we will pick up next week.
Yeah. I can't wait for summer vacation. Wait, does my son gets a spring recess so soon? There got to be Easter break coming up.
Everybody, don't forget this weekend. Spring ahead.
Daylight savings for if anybody's watching outside of the backwards country of America. We do this thing where we change our clocks for some because we're still all farmers and whatnot, and we need to take advantage of that extra daylight.
Yeah, it must get like daylight really early for you guys up in Maine, right? And then the sun hits you guys first.
Yep.
And it sets earlier too, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting. All right, good game. That was fun. First time being an elephant, so forgive me if I'm a bit newbie. And
First time I've seen an elephant, so
Tyler gave it to me, and he was like, "Oh, we're always on these small maps. You're never gonna get to use it." And as soon as Mizian said it was like a 300 by 300 map, I was like, "It's time for the fucking elephant!
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah!"
Yeah.
I purposely doubled the size of this map.
That's cool. I like the big maps. It's cool. It's just it's nice. So all right, so good game, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Whoever's watching over in Twitch land, this will be
And
up
YouTube land.
Yeah, this will be up on YouTube as soon as possible. I think I'm a few episodes behind, but this is like session 31. I don't even know what's up on YouTube. Maybe like 25, 26. I don't
Well,
know.
you'll make sure that you put a disclaimer about my voice.
Nah,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
It's all part of it. Whatever. Whoever's paying attention, they'll learn.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. I gotta get out of here. So good game, good night, and see you next week. Is it Thursday yet? That's right. Ooh,
Oh,
I did it! I did it!